Hello, everybody, and welcome to Oak Grove, Missouri. We're on the campus of Oak Grove High School, and it is time for MRVC West football matchup. The Harrisonville Wildcats and the Oak Grove Panthers set to do battle in an MRVC West showdown. Wildcats looking to maintain their winning ways. Gary, 4-game winning streak coming into the night, 4-3 on the year. Oak Grove looking to get on the winning side in the MRVC. They beat Clinton and Center, but they struggled with Oak Grove and Pleasant Hill. They'll have Warrensburg next week. So 2-2 in districts, or 2-2 in conference, 4-3 overall, I believe, is their record now. And they got a win today, and we'll talk about that a little bit later.
Absolutely. You know, Oak Grove always plays this difficult or tough. I mean, it whether it's at home or whether it's here, you know, and remember listening to something whenever the Chiefs were going to play, and, you know, when they start playing, you know, not the Oakland Raiders, the Raiders and the Broncos and the Chargers, they know each other so well because they play each other all the time that's what makes the game so tough, because unless you really completely change everything, which I don't think either team has really changed a whole lot from the last several years, it's going to be a tough matchup for both teams, and really look forward to a good solid matchup tonight. Yeah,
definitely look for a good matchup. Like you said, I can go over, you know, one of the years that I didn't do all the games during the regular season. I remember being at a football practice of Chase's when he was in Pee Wee football, and Harrisonville was down big in that game, ended up coming back to win it, and they were down at like 24 or something at one point, and they came back and won it. I believe last year was a real low-scoring game, I think, or 2 years ago maybe it was a low-scoring game, but last year I wasn't here last year, so you can probably fill in on last year's.
Yeah, last year was a 47-36 matchup at home. It looks like after the first, it was 14-0 after the first, and at halftime it was 34-22, and then there was a couple of touchdowns scored by Oak Grove, only one by Harris. No, 2-2 in the last half of the game last year. So ended up Harrisonville 47, Oak Grove 36. But I don't necessarily see that same game tonight. I see a closer matchup between the two teams.
I think it'll be a close game. You just never know when these two get together. We'll get to it a little bit here in the keys of the game. But just watching, we were talking to Nick earlier. You know Nick, you work with Nick, and his son Noah Spencer plays for Oak Grove, and one of the things I was talking to him about, and he said they're just looking for their identity, and I said, right. I don't know what Harrisonville is yet, right. And the reason is we've seen the Jekyll and the Hyde. We've seen the really good against MICDS, where a game they probably should have won. We've seen the really bad, which was Maryville the very next week. But then we saw a game that they probably should have won against Pleasant Hill. They could have been up 14-0 early in that, and that game's probably a whole different ball game. And then you got the Warrensburg game. But then the last couple of weeks, the last 3 weeks, they're playing lesser opponents in Summit Christian Center and Clinton. So are those 40-plus point wins, are those because that's where Harrisonville is now, or was it lesser competition and they're closer to the middle of the pack? So that's what I'm looking forward tonight to seeing, is how that's going to roll.
Well, but I tell you, our defense has been playing really lights out. I know the competition may or may not have been a little bit less. This is going to be the test that they've been needing for the last 4 weeks, though, to see, because they're going to be playing a very, very good offensive Oak Grove team. Got a senior quarterback, Hall, who played very well last year. He's playing well this year. Obviously, we talked about Noah Spencer, and the other Pittman, one of the other running backs, is a stud in the backfield too. So it's going to be a test for our defense. We're going to kind of find out where our defense is after tonight, in my opinion.
Yeah, we're going to see, because we've seen both sides of it. We saw the Maryville side and we saw the MICDS side. So which one is it? I think it's probably a little bit more in between, but the way that they've played the last 3 weeks, they're confident and they're ready to roll, and they'd like to probably shut down the Oak Grove Panthers.
Well, and that's what you want to see, is the confidence coming into a game like this. I think probably Harrisonville has more confidence, but they need to come out in the first quarter and continue with that confidence. That could get knocked off real quick, and so we need to see that confidence continue. I see a lot of opportunities for both teams in this game, but really mistakes is what's been really costing Oak Grove. I mean, they've been racking up yards. They just haven't been able to finish in a lot of different drives and stuff. They've had fumbles, they've had interceptions, and so in some of those games that they lost, they could have easily won. So, again, I think this is going to be a good test. Now, if they make mistakes, who knows what can happen. Harrisonville, if we make mistakes, we have penalties at the wrong time, which we've had in the past, not recently, if that could make a difference too. So really a clean game is going to, whoever really plays the cleanest game tonight is going to win this ball game.
Absolutely. So we are on your pregame show right now, brought to you by Brad Sainer, Farmers Insurance Agent. If you're preparing to get an insurance quote, give Brad a call today. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll talk more, have your keys to the game, along with several other things after this.
Hey there, Wildcat and pizza fans. Are you ready for a touchdown of flavor? Enter Papa Murphy's Score-Free Pizza Contest. Picture it, Wildcats on the big screen, friends gathered around, and the excitement of a touchdown. But that's not all. At Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville, we're turning touchdowns into free pizza. Every time the Wildcats score a touchdown, you score big too. Head to Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville to enter, and with every touchdown, someone gets free pizza. Don't miss out. Sign up for the Papa Murphy's Touchdown Contest and celebrate touchdowns like never before. Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville, where touchdowns taste better.
It always seems to happen. We buy new tires and a week later we run over a nail. Not a problem when you have purchased your tires at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. You get the free flat repair for the life of your tires. On a budget, Young's has the best selection of new and used tires to save a little extra money. When the time comes for new tires, stop at the shop 4T's Trust to keep them rolling down the highway. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
Everyone needs an advocate in the insurance world. Let Lacey Domnick of Shelter Insurance be an advocate for you. With free policy review and quotes, she aims to help you weigh your options. With auto, home, life, and business insurance, Lacey wants you to have a positive and friendly experience. A former Wildcat herself, it is important for Lacey to support the community and Wildcats. Call today to set up an appointment at 816-380-2700 with Lacey.
One of the scariest tasks is taking your car to a mechanic. The best mechanics are in Harrisonville at Colby's Car Clinic. Colby's has expanded his shop and has ASE certified mechanics, the latest equipment to keep your vehicle running smooth all year long. Colby's Car Clinic takes the fear out of getting your car fixed. So call Colby today at 816-380-3000 to schedule an appointment or head to the Big Blue Building behind O'Reilly's.
Ready to upgrade your patio for those football watch parties? Call Ethan Young with 2-3 Construction Services to get started today. He can create a fun patio area complete with a fire pit in case it gets a bit chilly for one of those Wildcat or Chiefs fall nights. If a new driveway or floor for the shop is part of your upgrade, he will help you there as well. Call Ethan today at 816-533-2119 and 2-3 Construction Services to work for you.
While you're doing whatever it is you do, we're testing, retesting, engineering, and re-engineering to keep up with you. We run together.
First Class Heating and Cooling is your local Trane dealer that you can count on to provide you with a system and solution that fits your unique needs. Whether you need service right now or an estimate on a new system, give us a call at 816-380-5659. First Class service from your hometown team.
It's hard to stop a train.
New logo, new colors, new app, and a new online banking platform. There may be a lot of new at Sherwood Community Bank, but one thing remains the same: community. Serving the area with 4 convenient locations, Sherwood is still your community bank. Come see what it's like to be part of the community with a new account. The small town bank with big city convenience. Sherwood Community Bank, your community bank.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state, like Butterburgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care. Believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
What is one of your most precious commodities? Time. With sports, family, work, and school, time is precious. So why drive hours and waste time to save $20? Shop local and buy your home appliances at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center right here in Harrisonville. They deliver, service, issues that arise, all while you're putting money right back into the community. Stop wasting time and think Troby's first when you think of home appliances on Plaza Drive, right behind Hawthorne Bank.
Before every big purchase, you have to prepare. Prepare the easy way by calling Harrisonville's Farmers Insurance agent, Brad Sainer. Brad will make sure there are no holes in your coverage and take care of you with any lives mishaps. Prepare for great insurance coverage by calling Brad Sainer at 816-974-8105. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
When you're searching for insurance, call an agent in town that can protect you. Call CPSK for auto, life, renter's boat, ATV, or any other weekend toy you want covered. CPSK Insurance is an auto owner's affiliate, so call and talk to Summer, Randy, Amanda, or Chandra. They can give you a quote and get you covered quickly and easily. Business coverage is available as well. Call them today at 816-380-3800 or visit them online at www.cpskinsurance.com and let your local agents go to work for you.
Hey, I'm Matt with the Red Barn Ranch just north of Harrisonville, Missouri. As a fourth-generation farmer, it was important for me to be able to share our farm experience with the rest of the community. We opened Red Barn Ranch to provide just that. Someplace that people can come and experience the farm and walk around and have a good time and make lifelong memories. Red Barn Ranch has grown over the last 9 years from just solely a pumpkin patch to a full farm experience. We've got rides, slides, attractions of all kinds, food, a bar, and a little bit of everything. We'd love for you guys to come see us in person. We're located just 2 miles north of Harrisonville. For more information, you can check us out on Google, Facebook, or redbarnranch.farm. We'll see you at the patch.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Oak Grove, Missouri. We're on the campus of Oak Grove High School, behind the high school, and we're ready for MRVC West football action. It's your pregame show brought to you by Brad Sainer, Farmers Insurance in Harrisonville. If you're preparing for an insurance quote, give Brad and Julie a call. They will get you set up today. So, we're back, Gary. It's time for some keys to the game before I pull off this behind me, because I told Jerry it was probably going to happen.
He didn't have to tape it down. That's right.
So, keys to the game tonight brought to you by Show Me Auto Mall. For the keys to your brand new car, truck, or SUV, call Show Me Auto Mall. Key number one for me tonight, Merry Christmas. Okay, you got a gift. Sometimes you get gifts from people you least expect, and the Wildcats got one last week from a bitter rival in the Warrensburg Tigers, but they gifted them a win, or they gifted them a shot at an MRVC West title by getting that win over Pleasant Hill last Friday night.
And now they have to accept it and then also utilize that as not only an opportunity to have part of the conference, but they need to use that as momentum to take them into the next two games, because they were gifted. Now they need to accept it, and they need to take the challenge, and they need to win these next two ball games so they can be part of the conference.
And that gift they got was a brand new car. They are in the driver's seat, Gary, all right? They're in the driver's seat this week. They win their last two games, they get a share of the conference title. And it's a perfect time for them, too, because you're preparing for districts coming up in a couple of weeks as well. These last two games are going to catapult you and see where you're going to go district-wise.
It's not what we do in August and September. It's what we do in October and November, and that's exactly right. They've got the opportunity. They are in the driver's seat, and they can take this all the way through conference into districts.
Yeah, and then key number three for me tonight, it actually came to me a couple minutes ago. I was out there watching as the color guard was coming out on the field. Mother Nature and the wind doesn't really know what to do right now, so blow me down tonight, because I see it coming out of the south, but I see the north fighting it too, and we got that cold front coming in, and wind could become a factor in this game on punts, on kickoffs. So what are you going to do on that coin toss? Are you going to take it so you can get the way you want to go early, or are you going to defer and want to get it to where you get it in the second half or in the fourth quarter. So there will be a little bit of chess being played, I think, during our coin toss tonight.
Well, and you never know what it's going to be doing in the fourth quarter either, because it is coming from both sides. And I did talk to Coach Max, and I asked him about the opportunity as far as field goals or extra points, because we had been having some problems a little bit with extra points. And last week we were, I think, 6 out of 7 or whatever. We only missed 1. So I think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge as far as extra points. Probably we're not going to see many field goals tonight. And the Cats haven't really done many. I think Oak Grove has a pretty good kicker, and I think that they will. It's going to be passing is going to be a challenge as well for both quarterbacks, Hall and Mitchell both.
Well, and then if I wanted to go with one more, I could say pass, because as well as I know, every first series Pat Richard throws in a wheel route out of the backfield or a deep pass to try to catch somebody snoozing. So we'll see if he tries to do that again tonight, because it has been commonplace, and I've even talked to a couple people from other schools, and they're like, "Oh, he does that to us every year."
Oh yeah.
So it's coming. Just be ready for it.
Oh, absolutely. And they've got the players to be able to do it. We talked about Noah Spencer. He's been catching some passes out of the backfield. We talked about the offense of Oak Grove quite a bit. But we haven't talked about obviously the capabilities of our Harrisonville Wildcats. I mean, Mitchell has been playing very well at the quarterback position. I mean, he's been doing good on his reads, I think. A couple of times last week I would have questioned some things, but for the most part, he's been doing very good there. Been throwing the ball very well. And obviously, the 22 back in the backfield, Reynolds has been doing great. I mean, last week he had almost 300 yards. So it's going to be a challenge for both teams to see who they can stop the best.
You're exactly right. And those are our keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Show Me Auto Mall. For keys to your new car, truck, or SUV, give Show Me Auto Mall a call today. So, yeah, Gary, those are good keys to the game. Something else, to talk about, you were talking about, Nate Reynolds. I feel like Coach Maxwell's done a really good job this year of not just riding Nate.
Yeah, overutilizing, absolutely.
Yes, I mean, you go back and you look at his carries, it's 12, it's 14. It's maybe 18, like the highest that you see him go. And that's awesome, because I feel like he's fresh now.
Oh,
you got 2 games of regular season left, and he's gotten stronger as the year has gone on. You look in the past, look at Jace. By the time he became a junior and a senior, he was so good as a freshman and sophomore, but those load carries started wearing on him junior and senior year, and he was worn down when you got towards the playoffs.
Well, and, the thing about it is, neither one of them, and now we're talking about Nate, neither one of them go down on the first hit. It's usually the 3rd, 4th, or 5th hit, and that many hits, when you carry the ball 30, 35 times a game, they wear on you real quick.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So we'll see what happens tonight. We're excited for a good contest, but you know what? We still got to pay the bills, and we're going to pay the bills by thanking some of our more great sponsors. As a matter of fact, we got a screen back here behind us that we can look at, and the last commercial we had before we came back on, Red Barn Ranch. Guess where the Grammer family's going tomorrow? We're going out to the Red Barn Ranch. We're going to go see Matt and his crew, and Braxton's taking a couple buddies. Collins is taking a friend from Warrensburg, and we're going to come over to Harrisonville, and we're going to have a good fun afternoon on tomorrow afternoon with one of our great sponsors, and that's Red Barn Ranch. Look for them here in just a little bit with the Red Barn Ranch Red Zone. You're listening to the pregame show, watching the pregame show, brought to you by Brad Sainer, Farmers Insurance. We'll be back after this.
Church & DeWitt is one of the world leaders in household and personal care products, and we want you to join our team in Harrisonville. You'll get the chance to work with winning brands that consumers love. We offer starting salaries ranging from $20.50 to $39 per hour, depending on experience. A signing bonus of $2,500. Comprehensive benefits, paid time off, and every other weekend is a 3-day weekend. To apply, go to churchdewhite.com and click on Careers.
Ready to upgrade your patio for those football watch parties? Call Ethan Young with 2-3 Construction Services to get started today. He can create a fun patio area complete with a fire pit in case it gets a bit chilly for one of those Wildcat or Chiefs fall nights. If a new driveway or floor for the shop is part of your upgrade, he will help you there as well. Call Ethan today at 816-533-2119 and 2-3 Construction Services to work for you.
While you're doing whatever it is you do, we're testing, retesting, engineering, and re-engineering to keep up with you. We run together.
First Class Heating and Cooling is your local Trane dealer that you can count on to provide you with a system and solution that fits your unique needs. Whether you need service right now or an estimate on a new system, give us a call at 816-380-5659. First Class service from your hometown team.
It's hard to stop a train.
We got a.
Ladies and gentlemen, this year the Panther football team formed a Teacher of the Week program for our home football games. Teachers were selected by our seniors as a teacher who had
One of the scariest tasks is taking your car to a mechanic. The best mechanics are in Harrisonville at Colby's Car Clinic. Colby's has expanded his shop and has ASE certified mechanics, the latest equipment to keep your vehicle running smooth all year long. Colby's Car Clinic takes the fear out of getting your car fixed. So call Colby today at 816-380-3000 to schedule an appointment or head to the Big Blue Building behind O'Reilly's.
You should never be penalized with high insurance rates or terrible coverage. Cameron Chenoweth of American Family makes sure you will not see a yellow flag. Instead, you will get quality service and coverage no matter your policy. Cameron's goal for you is coverage you can count on if a claim happens. So don't worry about penalties.
I'm good whenever.
With American Family Agency. Call Cam at 816-380-3996 for a quote today.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Oak Grove, Missouri. Chad Grammer, Gary Davidson on your Sainer Insurance Agency pregame show, brought to you by Brad Sainer, Farmers Insurance Agent in Harrisonville. Prepare for an insurance quote. Give Brad and Julie a call. They will set you up as we are ready for high school football. And, Gary, it finally feels like fall.
It does.
Feels like football weather.
Football weather. Other than a little bit of the wind, which you mentioned, it is football weather.
It is football weather, and it is ready to have a good football contest. Talk is almost over. We're waiting for them to take the field out there for the coin toss, and when that comes, Gary will get to it. Any last bit you got to add, Gary?
Yeah, I did. I saw a post on Facebook just a little bit ago before I got here.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. And I hope everybody else did. For those that are on right now, and I'm going to mention later on in the broadcast, but tonight is Chad's been with, obviously, Harrisonville Wildcat football. It seems like forever. But tonight is going to be his 200th broadcast. And, I got to benefit from it, obviously. I don't talk about my son a whole lot, but I got to benefit it through the years of my son and being in high school and playing, football and basketball. And I really enjoyed that. And I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to come to you all in 2016. And don't quite have 200 games, obviously, underneath me, but the games that I had the opportunity to work with you all, I'm honored that there was asked and truly honored that I get to work with you. Really, 200 is a lot when you think about the number of years, but so much has gone into this. I mean, you love the sport, and you have dedicated yourself, obviously, to Harrisonville during that time. I know you've got other interests now, and truly, I understand that, and you need to work on, those interests now where you live. But from those of us in Harrisonville, truly, we really appreciate it, all that you've done, and thank you for being there for 200 games. And that's just football games. That doesn't include all the basketball and other things we've done.
I appreciate it, and it's been a blast. Harrisonville's been a part of my family for the last 17 years, and it'll be weird to step away. But I don't have time to add the basketball too, because I'd be there for I have no idea. But it's been so much fun, and like I said on my Facebook post, 19 years ago when Bob May and Jim Lawson and Dave Young and all of us, they took on the internet radio, there was no video. It was I had a little bitty handheld thing, and it went to a computer somewhere in Nebraska, and then it shot it out on a media player that just was a black screen, and you could hear me. And now here we are today with what I call and what I say is the best broadcast in the Kansas City metro area. I didn't know at that time, 19 years ago. I did 2 years at Sherwood. Actually, Summer Smith made a comment a little bit ago, and she said, well, her comment was, I know I'm not old enough now that you've done over 200 games and you were broadcasting me in high school. And Summer and her husband, they 2-3 Construction Services, one of our great sponsors. Her son out there, Tyson Wyatt Smith, plays. And so it tells you, showing my age a little bit with being 19 years of doing it. But it's just been so much fun. But like you said, you asked my wife, she's like, dude, you got way too much stuff going on. We're getting ready on October 30th. We're getting ready to start my third season as basketball coach at Chilhowie. I just started the Warrensburg Warriors youth basketball club in Warrensburg, and we're in the process of getting our uniforms for that. That tips off next week. We have an open gym, and the following week after that, then we start with practices, and not to mention, the 97 other things that are probably going on in our life with my wife being an administrator, me being a teacher and a coach. It's time, but it's been a blast, and to be able to hit the 200 milestone, it seems almost impossible, and it just has been great. Well, so I appreciate everybody for listening and putting up with me for 17 years, even the nights that I go on my rants about participation trophies or a coach maybe not passing enough or whatever it might have been. It's been fun, and I'm looking forward to, hey, let's go out with a bang, Gary. Let's go with 8 more. Okay,
I would absolutely love it. But I told you last year when we were talking about it, and when you were talking about it, when I knew you weren't at 200, I told you you'd be back this year, and you were. Okay, now, again, it's been a great run, and I've really enjoyed every minute of it with you.
It has, and Gary doesn't toot his own horn very much, but he's one of the reasons this broadcast is as good as it is, along with obviously Jerry and Tucker and James and Chris, but me and Gary have been together since he said 2016. Well, it doesn't sound like that was that long ago, but you start doing the math, it's been 8 years. And when you can have a broadcast team together for 8 years, you know it's a good broadcast. Look at the Sunday night broadcast for several years with Al Michaels and Chris Collinsworth. It was a great broadcast. Go back to the days of Al Michaels and John Madden. Like, those are great broadcasts because those guys have been together so long. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. That's why those broadcasts are good. You have a good camaraderie with each other, and you're also friends on and off. We call each other in the off season, and our wives both get irritated with us because we'll call, and an hour later we're still on the phone, and they're like, "Are you guys done talking yet?" So I'll stop talking. Gary's going to tell us about the coin toss.
Well, the coin toss on the coin toss, Oak Grove did win the toss. They deferred, and so they are going to defend the south end zone. The Cats are going to be kicking left to right or from your north to south, and so therefore, they're going to be receiving the ball going from left to right, and we see what happened. They decided to defer. Oak Grove decided to defer, so they're going to want the win, and they want to get a fast start, I think.
Now, and I'm not 100% sure, and I should know this. I've been broadcasting football for so long. I think by them deferring, though, doesn't that give Harrisonville the option of where they wanted to go in the fourth quarter?
Well, what will happen is in the second half, they'll have to decide whether or not they want to receive or they want to defend, and so they're going to receive, and so then they will get the opportunity to pick whichever way. Oak Grove will get the opportunity to pick which way they want to go in the fourth quarter.
Okay. So we will see how it goes. Cats are going to get the ball first. Phillips and Reynolds are back deep, and they're not even going to give it a shot to get back to either one of them. Upman's going to take it at about the 25-yard line and out of bounds. Carter Johnston on the carry there, on the return, I should say. And we'll get it from Gary here, or Jerry, when he gets back in here, who our Sonic kick return contestant will be tonight. So, ball on their own 25 to start things off. Lone back in the backfield will be Nate Reynolds. Wide receiver flanked way outside. Far side is Baker. Off the end, 2 receivers. And they're going to pitch it back to Reynolds. And Reynolds is going to get into the secondary. He's on his horse. He's to the 50, to the 40.
That's Noah that he's got to beat.
And to the 30, to the 25. Noah Spencer on the tackle. Down to the 25. And Reynolds is going to get into the secondary. He's on his horse. He's to the 50, to the 40.
That's Noah that he's got to beat.
And to the 30, easy one to add up here. 25, Noah Spencer.
It was, and I started writing over here, and I was going to have to add, and I thought, I don't have to do that, do I?
So 1st and 10 Cats, and that's a contest you're going to be watching tonight, Gary, is with Noah Spencer. He's the fastest player on their team.
Absolutely.
And he was a 100-meter runner. Him and Nate done a lot of runs together.
They have.
So pistol formation, and they're going to fake the handoff. Good pull by.
Excellent pull. There's going to be a hold, it looks like.
Excellent pull by Mitchell, but it goes to the outside. It looks like they're going to call a flag out in the backfield. Nate Reynolds was in that location along with Shackles, and it looked like they took down Mason Weber back there.
And I kind of wondered if it was going to be one of those situations where the lineman was in contact and then another one took. So
we will see how it goes here. You know you're getting old and you've done it a long time when you start not being able to see the numbers real well. Those players down there.
That's the reason I got to put my glasses on and use my binoculars.
So I do like the white tops with the blue numbers. Those are pretty easy to see. But that black with those orange numbers.
They're not going to be easy at all.
No. So instead of 2nd and 5, it's going to be 1st and 20. Cats backed up to their own 35 here. Mitchell in the backfield on 1st and 20. He'll keep it, and he's tripped up in the backfield. Good tackle in the backfield by Mason Weber, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Cats.
If he hadn't gotten his shoelace on that one, he would have gotten at least 10 there.
And I think on that run they showed us they're going to go for it on 4th down. They just kind of little draw up the middle, little quarterback option there. Didn't get anything, but they got 3 more downs to work with to try to get this 20 yards and get a new set of downs. Here we go on 2nd and 10. They're going to pitch it back to Reynolds, and Reynolds cuts back and going to get about 3, and that's going to be it. Going to bring out 3rd down and about 17 for the Cats. Just underway here from Oak Grove, 10:25 to still go first quarter, and the Cats and Oak Grove no score. So just giving him 2 there, so it'll be 3rd and 18 on this one. And here's what you got to do. You got to get about 8 to 10 here. Make it 4th and manageable. You don't have Pat Mahomes, so you're probably not going to pick up a 3rd and long. You can, not saying it can't be done, but you just want to try to get 6 or 8, make it manageable on 4th down. And here they go. Mitchell chased out of the pocket. He's going to have to take it and run, and he goes nowhere. Oak Grove defense able to wrap him up, and it'll be 4th down and a 19. Ball at the 36-yard line.
Well, we talked about it in the pregame. Mistakes cause you a drive, and that's what it did here. I agree with punting here. It's way too long to make a 1st down, so go ahead and punt. Try to pooch punt it and get it inside the 20, maybe inside the 10, hopefully.
There's an awful lot of room to run on this near side, though. But he is going to punt it away. High end over in punt taken at the 10. Fair caught at the 11 is where they're going to mark it. It'll be 1st and 10 Oak Grove from their own 11-yard line. So 1st and 10 from their own 11 here. Run that option offense. They line those 3 guys up in the backfield, across the backfield. A lot of moving parts, a lot of smoke and mirrors. It's what Coach Richards ran in the past. We'll see if we see a little bit of that again. There we go.
You're going to have to help me with numbers because I can't see them very well over there.
Yeah, 2 wide receivers set shotgun formation on this 1st and 10, and they're going to hand it off, couple-yard run. That is the running back Pittman. So Pittman was in the backfield with him. Checking into the game is Mason Weber. Quarterback Hall. So 2-yard gain there on 1st and 10, 2nd down. And about 7. There's that 3-back set in the backfield. And they're going to try to get it to the outside. And no, they fake it to the outside, go right up the middle with it. Going to bring up 3rd down and about 8. So Keller Johnson in on those last couple of tackles, brings up 3rd down and 7. Ball at the 15-yard line. Going to go with a 3 wide receiver set near side. In tight on the right on 3rd down. And they're just going to go up the middle with it. Hall, he's not going to have enough for a 1st down. Going to be about 3 yards short, and Oak Grove going to have to punt here. And, Gary, I was wrong.
You were.
Pat Richards been listening to my broadcast. He's like, I'm not going to do it. So no pass play on that first set, but it'll be coming. I promise you it's coming. It's coming at some point. Phillips stands at midfield, ready to return this one. 7.5 to go, first quarter, no score. Cats bringing some heat here. And a good punt, but it's going to take a cat bounce. And did it hit the Cats or? Good punt, but it's going to take a cat bounce. I'm guessing it hit a defender there. And so did it hit the Cats or? Good
Here we go.
But
Here's
it's
a
going to take
replay
a
of it
cat
right
bounce off the back and picked up by Oak Grove. So break by Oak Grove. Has it hit the Cats or 40-yard line? Sometimes there's not a whole lot you can do about that. It goes off your back. So 1st and 10, ball thrown 40. 2 wide receivers near side. Hall in the backfield as Pittman with him. They're going to go in motion. And that's going to be a false start on Oak Grove. And they're going to push him back 5 yards. So 5-yard penalty, push him back to the 35. Offense not able to get going. Besides that 50-yard run by the Cats, really both offenses rather quiet here in the first half of this first quarter. So Hall gets the play. He's got Pittman with him in the backfield. 2 wide receivers set left side. Back off the end on the right side. They're going to go in motion with Pittman. And Hall going to keep it himself. He's going to get a couple. And that's going to be about it as the Cats are going to wrap him up and take him down. That was a dare. Going to bring up 2nd down and 12.
Should have mentioned in the pregame last year, against Oak Grove, Reynolds had 347 yards on 17 carries unofficially. So
2nd and 12 coming up. Cat's strength, I feel like, is probably that defensive line, that linebacking core. So this will be a battle of attrition early on. And they're going to go with the different looks. And then Hall keeps it, and he's going to have enough for a 1st down. And that, Gary, that was perfect example of what I said. They like a lot of smoke and mirrors. There's a lot of movement. Just watch the ball and watch where it comes out and go after that guy. So a 1st down run by Hall gets him up to midfield. So a nice run by Jordan Hall.
And he does a good job. He stands there for just a minute like he's already handed the ball off and then goes around the end. And so that really makes it difficult to know exactly where the ball's at. So he's very patient.
So they're going to go trips out to this near side here. 3 wide receivers set on the left side. Back off the empty backfield for Hall. And Hall going to bust it up the middle again. And he's going to get a couple trying samples along with Keller Johnson. He gets 8 on that one. Patient runner, Gary.
Yeah,
That one was another patient run.
He lets the play develop. He lets the hole open, and then he hits it.
You know, they always talked about, like, Le'Veon Bell was like that when he was with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He would wait for that hole. You felt like he was just standing back there for a long time. 3-back set in the backfield on 2nd and 1. And this time they're going to put it up the middle and nowhere to go on that one. That was Noah Spencer on the carry. Looks like he got maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 3rd down and 2, and a good job by the Cats reading where the ball was that time, again with all that motion in the backfield. Talk about a pain in the rear for a broadcast guy to see where that ball goes to, especially with black uniforms and orange numbers on them. And this time they're going to pitch it back, and Pittman nowhere to go. Cats bottle him up, and he's actually going to lose a couple of yards. Going to bring up 4th down and 4. You got to feel like it might be 4-down territory, and the offense is not coming off the field. 5:06 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, a lot different than our 4th and 17. 4th and 4 is a lot more manageable. So,
and on these longer runs, they've kind of gone with Hall. See if he does the same thing here,
yep,
and he does. Exact same thing. He turns around backwards, hides the ball, and gets 8 yards on that one. And I wonder how long, though, before they adjust. We've seen it over the years. I've seen it against Pat Richard every year against Oak Grove. They make that adjustment as they go. Maybe put a spy on Hall, and you're like, hey, every time he comes out of the break, you got him regardless.
But I didn't see who it is, but he's getting led through that hole. I don't know if it's a pulling lineman or if it's one of the running backs, but he's getting led through that hole as well.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 ball to 36 of the Cats on 1st and 10. Go in motion. This time they're going to hand off to Pittman, and he gets a couple. That's about it. They're going to give him 1. So not even quite 2. They give him 1 yard, and it'll be 2nd down and 9. Ball down to the 35-yard line. As Oak Grove just churning clock here, 4:25 and counting in the first quarter of play. 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Cats, or for the Panthers, which I guess is a cat. So Panthers in the black tops, black bottoms, orange trim, orange numbers, black helmets. Cats in the white tops, blue bottoms, blue helmets. 2nd and 9, empty backfield again, and Hall's just going to take it and run. And Tyson Wyatt Smith be able to drag him down after a gain of 3 or 4, and you almost wonder, is that who's going to spy him there? So 3rd down and 4 coming up.
Obviously 2-down territory unless they get a large penalty or whatever. And again, we talked about in the pregame, who wins the battle as far as mistakes go. And right now, I'm not going to say that was a mistake, but it's one of those things that, you know, the person receiving the punt's got to be yelling, get out of the way, so it won't hit anybody. So
here we go, 3rd and 4, 3-back set. And this time they're going to give it through to, is that Noah?
That's Pittman.
Pittman. So kind of hard to see with the numbers, and Pittman going to go into the end zone for 6. So a 30-yard touchdown run by Michael Pittman. Logan Pittman. And it's 6-0 extra point coming up. Again, I apologize. Hard to see those numbers coming out of the break, especially with that orange on black. They tried to make it a little better with those orange numbers and a white outline, but it doesn't help too much. So if this is encroachment, they may go for 2 here. Pushes it to the 1.5-yard line. Gonna elect to go ahead and kick here. So 3:09 to go first quarter. Oak Grove strikes first, and they lead at 6-0. Extra point coming up. Kick is up. Kick is good. And it's 7-0 Oak Grove. 3:09 to go first quarter. We'll be back after this
Church and Dwight is one of the world leaders in household and personal care products, and we want you to join our team in Harrisonville. You'll get the chance to work with winning brands that consumers love. We offer starting salaries ranging from $20.50 to $39 per hour, depending on experience. A signing bonus of $2,500. Comprehensive benefits, paid time off, and every other weekend is a 3-day weekend. To apply, go to churchdwight.com and click on Careers.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Harrisonville trails 7-0. We have a kickoff coming your way here in just a couple of minutes.
I'll take that scoring drive for the Oak Grove Panthers. 9 plays, 60 yards, took 4 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock, culminated by that 30-yard run by Pittman. Extra point good makes the Panthers 7, your Harrisonville Wildcats 0.
And that scoring summary brought to you by Reynolds Cafe in Garden City, your home for breakfast and lunch every day of the week. Go see them on Old 7 in Garden City. Here's the kick, a little squibber, goes up the middle, picked up by Johnston. To the 25. It'll be 1st and 10 Cats from the 25. So 1st and 10 Cats. They will have it at their own 25 on this second drive of the game for the Cats. They started out with a bang, a 50-yard run by Nate Reynolds, and then it was one of those inopportune penalties for the Cats on 1st and 10, pushed them to 1st and 20, and they were not able to recover. Then they punted away, and then they got the muffed punt off of the back of one of the Cats, and here they are, down 7. And they're going to fake the handoff to Phillips, and Mitchell is going to keep it himself all the way up for an 11-yard run and a first down. So Mason's parents went on a anniversary date the other day to Weston, Missouri. And I thought it funny. I saw that, and I was like, okay, I grew up in Weston. I started looking down. Somebody that graduated like 2 years after me had commented about, I'm glad you enjoyed coming to Weston. I was like, man, what a small world that it ends up being. So 1st and 10, ball from their own 36 for the Cats after the 11-yard run by Mitchell. And they're going to pitch it back and look at
there he is.
Throw.
He's wide open.
He's got him down the sideline, and they're not going to catch him.
That's
touchdown.
64-yard touchdown reception by Baker.
So Baker from number 22, Reynolds, for a halfback touchdown pass. And Nate's got a little bit of arm. He did play a little bit of quarterback as a freshman.
When they were out here practicing before they even got in uniform, he was throwing that a couple of times, and I wondered if they were going to use it tonight.
So catch him napping, and that could have gone to him or Phillips as they were both wide open. Travis Hodges, you've scored free pizza because when the Wildcats score, you score free pizza. Travis Hodges will get a hold of you and get you your free pizza from Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville. Kick is up. Kick is good, and it's tied at 7-7 just like that. We'll be right back.
Ready to upgrade your patio for those football watch parties? Call Ethan Young with 2-3 Construction Services to get started today. He can create a fun patio area complete with a fire pit in case it gets a bit chilly for one of those Wildcat or Chiefs fall nights. If a new driveway or floor for the shop is part of your upgrade, he will help you there as well. Call Ethan today at 816-533-2119 and 2-3 Construction Services to work for you.
Welcome back. Cats answer quickly on that series. A run, 11-yard run, and then a 64-yard touchdown. Take it away, Gary.
From Reynolds to Baker. 2 plays. Took less than a minute. 75 yards, culminated with that 64-yard touchdown reception by Baker from your halfback pass Reynolds. Making the score 7-7.
That scoring summary brought to you by Reynolds Cafe in Garden City, your home for breakfast and lunch. And I got a feeling Reynolds Cafe maybe fed Nate Reynolds a good breakfast this morning as he was all ready for that one. So go see Reynolds Cafe off Old 7 Highway in Garden City.
And I also think you owe Toby's Maytag a first down.
It was a Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center first down on that drive. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. And ball at the 15 to the 20, 25, and the Cats snuff it out at about the 26, 27-yard line. You know, I came up with the idea this year of the Red Barn Ranch Red Zone. I thought it goes so well. It's so awesome. We don't ever have hardly the first 2 or 3 games. It was like a curse to get in the Red Barn Ranch Red Zone. Well, now they just score from 30, 40, 60, 70 yards out.
So they never get in the red zone.
So stay tuned because I'm sure we'll have some trips into the Red Barn Ranch Red Zone tonight. And the Grammars are going to take a trip over to the Red Barn Ranch tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Matt always adding things to the Red Barn Ranch, and we'll be excited to see all the new things they might have. Here they go, 3-back set. Under center is Hall on 1st and 10. They're going to pitch it back. Cats read it, and first one back there looked like it was Adair. Couldn't quite make the tackle, but the Cats are able to wrap him up and take him down for a 1-yard loss. I think that was Matthew Lindsay maybe on the carry on that one?
No, that was Pittman.
Okay, so Pittman.
You know, and I tell you, their play so far is that quarterback keeper as he stays back there for just a minute, he delays, and then hits the hole with a lead blocker. So.
Well, and I'll tell you, too, we'll get to it after this play, they're going to spread it out empty backfield. He's ran on every empty backfield, but that's where they lull you to sleep, and then they hit you for a big one. And they throw this one out to Pittman, and he's got it down the sideline to the 40 and out of bounds up to about the 43-yard line. And just as I say that, they pass it in that situation. But what makes that play also so good, Gary, is when he fully turns his back. He fully turns his back, and then you can't see when you turn around with those dark jerseys, you can't see where that football is at. So it takes a little bit of time to adjust, and sometimes he's already through the hole. So 1st and 10, ball at the 43-yard line, own 43. Split backs this time, and this time they're going to run it to the outside, and Noah
He's gone.
Spencer breaks a couple of tackles, and Addison Ing chases him down at the 30-yard line, so a 20-plus yard run by Noah Spencer down to the
27-yard run.
30-yard line, so big run by, and a good open field broken tackle right there by Spencer. Puts it all the way down to the 30-yard line, 55 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. To the line of scrimmage to go, 3-back set. And this time they're going to try to go up the middle with it, and the Cats are able to stack it up. And that was Spencer again. Brings up 2nd and 9. Gave him a yard on that one. So 2nd and 9 coming up, 16 seconds ago. That looks like that'll be the last play of the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this.
It always seems to happen. We buy new tires and a week later we run over a nail. Not a problem when you have purchased your tires at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. You get the free flat repair for the life of your tires. On a budget, Young's has the best selection of new and used tires to save a little extra money. When the time comes for new tires, stop at the shop 4T's Trust to keep them rolling down the highway. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
You have choices when buying a vehicle. Show Me Auto Mall is your right choice. Getting you financed with even less than perfect credit because everyone needs a reliable vehicle at an affordable price. Need service? Take a loaner while you wait. With a broad selection, you will find a vehicle that is right for you. Show Me Auto Mall is here to make buying a vehicle hassle-free. Go see the crew at Show Me today on 291 across from Walmart.
It always seems to happen. We buy new tires.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back, Cats. And Oak Grove in the Cat fight are tied at 7 in the second quarter. I might be able to see the numbers coming this way, Gary, when they're down on this end, seeing which guy is where, which will help me throughout the game, knowing where they usually line up. So Spencer's going to be in the middle, Pittman to the left, and Hudspeth to the right. They're going to pitch it back. Pittman stays on his feet, jumps a tackler, and gets down to the 15-yard line where he's taken down by Case Melzer. So it'll be a 1st and 10. Oak Grove as they get down into the Cat red zone at the 15-yard line. 11:50 to go here in the first half.
That's Pittman's 6th carry for 45 yards unofficially.
So 3 backs in the backfield. Under center is Hall on 1st and 10. They give it to Pittman again. He finds a seam. He bounces to the outside and then is going to be drugged down out at the 5-yard line. So it'll be another 1st down, 11-yard run. So 1st and goal at the 5. Weber comes in.
It's enough for another 1st down. 1st and goal for the Panthers. Ball at the 4.
So 11:24 to go, first half, 7-7. And Oak Grove knocking on the door. Cats defense needs to come up with a big play here. Fumble, something along those lines, and that has been something that Oak Grove has struggled with here this year. And this time they're going to give it to Spencer, and he's going to get to about the 2, wrapped up and taken down by Ing. Good read by the Cats, going to bring up 2nd down and goal at about the 2. And you do see them, they're reading that. It's harder when you get down towards this area, but they're reading those better. They're not getting a lot of chunk yardage, but they're okay with that 5 and 6 yards instead of the 15 and 20.
Well, you had 5 times 2 or 5 times 3. That's a 1st down.
Yeah. So here we go, 10:30 to go. And this one they're going to do that play that I cannot stand. Hall tried to keep it himself. Stays short, going to bring up 3rd and goal. You know, there's been a lot of talk in the NFL about it. They call it the brotherly shove or the tush push, where everybody just lines up and tries to shove the quarterback into the end zone. And they tried it right there, did not work. Going to be 3rd and short, but they're still knocking on the door here. So the Cats trying to stop them here. Hall, and then they're going to try to give it through, and it is through for a touchdown. Pittman. So Logan Pittman with the touchdown makes it 13-7. So extra point coming up for the Panthers. Set to kick it through is Diego Perez. Snap, the hold, the kick. It is good, and it is 14-7 Panthers. We'll be back after this.
Everyone needs an advocate in the insurance world. Let Lacey Domnick of Shelter Insurance be an advocate for you. With free policy review and quotes, she aims to help you weigh your options. With auto, home, life, and business insurance, Lacey wants you to have a positive and friendly experience. A former Wildcat herself, it is important for Lacey to support the community and Wildcats. Call today to set up an appointment at 816-380-2700 with Lacey.
What is one of your most precious commodities? Time. With sports, family, work, and school, time is precious. So why drive hours and waste time to save $20? Shop local and buy your home appliances at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center right here in Harrisonville. They deliver, service, issues that arise, all while you're putting money right back into the community. Stop wasting time and think Troby's first when you think of home appliances on Plaza Drive, right behind Hawthorne Bank.
All right, welcome back. 9:47 to go here in the first half of play. The Cats trail 14-7. And I'm going to look it up here in a few minutes after. I'll talk about it after this kick. A little squibber taken by Phillips at the 20, 25 to the 30. Down the sideline he goes 35 to the 40 to the 45 and shoved out of bounds at the 43 of the Panthers. And it's a good time to probably tell you, after it almost happened right there, our Sonic kick return contestant tonight, Cheryl Harris. Our Sonic kick return contestant.
Oak Grove scoring drive, again 9 plays, same as the last scoring drive they had. Took 4 minutes and 30 seconds off the clock. They've taken 8, 9, 10 and a half minutes off the clock, but it looks like we've got a penalty. Culminated by the 1-yard touchdown run by Pittman, extra point good, made Oak Grove 14, your Wildcats 7. Assuming it was a hold if it's that far back.
So put them all the way back at the 20. And I'll talk about it after this one here. We'll talk about it. They're going to go twins to the left, twins to the right. Lone back is Reynolds in the backfield. Under center is Mitchell on 1st and 10. And they're going to hand it through to to Reynolds, and he coughs it up, but able to fall on it after a gain of 10. And I don't know if he just was trying to change hands there or what, because there wasn't really anybody close to him there. I thought he was going to be able to take that one, but it is a 10-yard run. What I was going to say is unconfirmed reports, but we were told, we didn't get to talk to this in the pregame show, so Grandview had to forfeit 4 games last week for using an eligible player, which dropped them in the district standings. And our sources tell us as we go, 2 wide receivers to both sides. They're going to hand off for Lawful. Lawful tries to break to the outside and does, to the 40 and out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. So a 14-yard run by Cameron Lawful moves the sticks again, and that's another Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center first down. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. They're going to give him 15 on that as they mark him at the 45-yard line. So 8:59 to go here in the first half of play. So what I was going to say is Lincoln Prep reports today that Lincoln Prep has to forfeit 6 games for using an eligible player, which will drop them all the way to the bottom of the district standings. So if we get a confirmation on that, we'll let you know. A little pitch out to Phillips. I like it, a backdoor kind of screen right there, Gary. Fake the handoff up the middle to Reynolds and toss it out on a little bubble screen to Phillips for 10 yards. And that's another first down, third first down of this drive. The Cats picking up 10 yards at will on this drive, down to the 45 of the Panthers. 1st and 10 for the Cats. Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Under center is Mitchell. They're going to go in motion with Lawful. Fake the jet sweep, and now Mitchell going to keep it around the end. He gets outside for a gain of 6. They're going to call it 5 down to the 40-yard line. So 2nd and 5 coming up. 8 minutes on the clock. Here's the Cats quickly moving down the field. So the Cats have been able to answer. It's, are they going to be able to stop Oak Grove after that first series? Oak Grove has marched down the field both times.
Yeah, and if we march down the field and we score with much more than 2 or 3 minutes on the clock, it gives Oak Grove the opportunity to score and then come back and receive in the second half.
So here we go. Under center is Mitchell on 2nd and 5. He's going to fake and go
Good
on
play.
the end around for Lawful.
Good person staying home there.
And brings up 3rd down and 2. So they go on a counter. They fake the pitch outside to Reynolds and go on the counter to Lawful. Brings up 3rd and 2 with 7:40 to go here, first half. Ball all the way down to the 37-yard line. 2 wide receivers set near side. Tight formation for the Cats on the line. And they're going to fake the handoff, throw it out in the flats for Phillips. And Phillips.
Oh, face mask. That'll be 15.
Phillips got the first down. I mean, well, he was right at the first down, and then he was drugged down by his face mask. There's 2 flags. Surely they're both the same.
We have a
What?
helmet contact against the Wildcats.
What about the face mask?
What? Okay, they just pick up the flag for face mask.
And mark off 15.
Reminder that our homecoming court needs to be at the track. Miss Brooklyn Albright and Taylor Wyman would head down that way. We would appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Wouldn't that be offsetting penalties?
I would think so. I mean, you obviously had a face mask. And crackback or not, that's a personal foul. The crackback was a personal foul. It should be offsetting. Play the play again. So I'm not sure.
I don't know if the Harrisonville sideline saw that. So now it's 3rd and long. And now a 5-yard penalty. Cats. This is a mess.
Beginning to look similar to like last week.
I'm still at a loss for why they didn't call I mean, I could pull it up on my computer and go back and look, but I mean there was a face mask there. And he's going to throw it down the sideline. Oh, great play on the near sideline. Noah Spencer with the play. And if Spencer doesn't make that play, that's 6.
Absolutely it is.
So 4th down, and the Cats are going to have to punt here.
Deep to receive the punt for the Panthers. Number 12, Jordan Hall. Coming for the Wildcats. Number 22, Nate Reynolds.
So Reynolds stands at his own 35 here to try to get this punt off. And he will high end over end punt. Going to be taken at the 22-yard line. So Oak Grove will get it at their own 23-yard line, and this is where they could be dangerous, Gary. 6:40 to go in the first half. If they could drive and score, they're up 7. They can make this a 3-score game with a back-to-back score here, and then get the ball back at the half. So we'll see how it goes here. Ball at their own 23-yard line.
They were on a drive to score a touchdown, and now they had to punt. So
3-back set. And they give it to Pittman. Nope. Keep it himself is hauled to the outside, and he is knocked out of bounds near side, but he gets 9 of it, maybe 10. They are going to move the chains. It'll be a 11-yard gain. 1st and 10 up to the 34 again. Cats struggling to see when Hall has the ball. Ball up to the 34-yard line. 14-7, 6.5 to go in the first half. Pittman and Spencer in the backfield, and they give it through to Spencer, and he's gone.
It's going to be one of his
20 to the house. 66-yard touchdown run, and all of a sudden the Panthers are up 20-7 on the Cats. He's a lanky version of Nate Reynolds. Get him through the line of scrimmage, and he's on his horse. So 20-7, the score, extra point coming up. 6:22 to go in the first half. Kick is up. Kick is good. We'll take a timeout. Cats trail by 2 touchdowns.
When you're searching for insurance, call an agent in town that can protect you. Call CPSK for auto, life, renter's boat, ATV, or any other weekend toy you want covered. CPSK Insurance is an auto owner's affiliate, so call and talk to Summer, Randy, Amanda, or Chandra. They can give you a quote and get you covered quickly and easily. Business coverage is available as well. Call them today at 816-380-3800 or visit them online at www.cpskinsurance.com and let your local agents go to work for you.
Everyone needs a little kickstart at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so head to Sonic of Harrisonville and kick away the afternoon fun. Grab an ice-cold drink full of caffeine and kickstart your afternoon and evening. The best part, 2 to 4 is happy hour, and drinks are half price. Grab an afternoon snack of cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers, or order on the app for happy hour anytime. Sonic Happy Hour, where you kick away the fog. Also, visit 4ts.com and sign up for the Sonic Kick Return Contest.
Hello and welcome back. 21-7 the score. Panthers up by 14 on the Wildcats. Have them on their heels a little bit here in the second quarter. Here the Cats got to score here because Oak Grove will try high bouncing kick taken by Phillips, and Phillips gets through the first contact all the way up to the 39, making the 40. Cats have had good field position tonight overall. Going to have it at their own 40-yard line here with 6:16 to go in the first half.
That scoring drive by the Panthers, 2 plays, took only 30 seconds off the clock, 77 yards, and it was culminated by the 66-yard touchdown run by Spencer, extra point good, making the Panthers 21, your Wildcats 7.
So 21-7 the score. That scoring drive brought to you by Reynolds Cafe in Garden City on Old 7 Highway, your breakfast and lunch headquarters for the Wildcats. And going to keep it himself, but nowhere to go. Going to be a hold in the middle of that line. And Gary, this is starting to look a little bit like Harrisonville v. Maryville with the mistakes and the way they're playing in this first half.
A chop block, that's similar to the I'm not sure exactly what's going on because that's number 4, and those are major penalties. They've had 2 10s and now 2 15-yard penalties. That's 50 yards, and that's awful hard to overcome. I'm sorry, that was 10. That's 45 yards of penalties, and that's awful hard to overcome.
So I guess if there's a silver lining, at least it was on first down, and it makes it 1st and 20 instead of 3rd and 20. 6 minutes to go here, first half. Pistol formation, Riddles behind Mitchell. Twins to the left, twins to the right. They're going to go in motion with Phillips. And they're going to hand off to Phillips. He's going to get around the end. He's on his horse, and he gets 10+, and the ball comes out. Second time tonight, the Cats have coughed it up. Thankfully, they've been able to jump on it both times. That time, Cameron Lawful jumps on it, so it becomes a 16-yard run. And I'm not 100% sure of the rule on that, if they end up getting the yardage or who gets the yardage on that.
I give it to the person that recovers the fumble. So I mean, it's hard. So it's kind of like a flea flicker. It still goes. So that's the way I do it. So I'm giving Lawful 16 yards on that play.
So 2 wide receivers set near side, split backs in the backfield, Reynolds and Phillips. And they fake to Phillips, and Reynolds looks for a hole. He stays on his feet, still churning, gets a first down, past the 50 to the 47, and that was a mad Reynolds run. We always talk about those. Sometimes he has those that really gets the team rolling, and he broke tackles. He was probably 3-4 yards short of the Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center first down, but he was able to drag through it and get it all the way down to the 47 of Oak Grove with 4:51 to go in the first half. 21-7 the score. 1st and 10. That was a Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center first down. Think Troby's first when you think home appliances. Twins left, twins right. Pistol formation. Mitchell with Reynolds in the backfield. And looking to throw, and he's got all kinds of time. And then he gets back. What I want to see from Mitchell right there is when you see it open up like that, just take off. He stutter stepped, moved around. He looked like some of my 3rd and 4th graders on the flag team, juking and jive, and just go and get what you can. You know you're going to contact. and I would like to see them do it there. 4:12 to go as the clock rolls. Going to be 2nd and 10 for the Cats. Cats would love to make this a 4-minute more drive here to not give Oak Grove any time so they can get in the locker room, get some adjustments made. 3 wide receivers set off to the far side, and they're going to hand off to Reynolds. Nope, Mitchell keeps it himself and gets to the outside, cuts back, going to get a couple of it, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and about 8. Cats are not getting any favors by spots or anything else tonight because it looked like he fell forward to about the 44, and they mark it not even to the 45-yard line, bring up a 3rd and long. So 3rd down and 8, 3:20 to go, first half. Cats trail by 2 touchdowns, trying to get it to 1 touchdown before the end of the half here. Hurry up to the line of scrimmage, 5 seconds on the play clock, under center, and they are going to hand off to Reynolds, and Oak Grove was ready for it, and it brings up a 4th and 8.
Number 66, Jacob Risberg.
They didn't look ready on that play, and it looked like they didn't call what they wanted, and the Cats are going to punt it away here.
For the Panthers, number 12, Gordon Hall, the punt. For the Wildcats, number 22.
So 4th and 8. Wouldn't be surprised on a fake here because he scooted up a couple of feet that time. He does get it off, though. And this one's going to roll inside the 10 and into the end zone.
Well, they're going to knock it into the end zone.
They're going to mark it at the 1-foot line. Oak Grove is not going to like that one.
The officials mark the ball down inside the 1-yard line where the Panthers will have it. First.
So that's a great punt, no return. Oak Grove has it at about their own 1-foot line. So, I mean, it's just outside. Just outside of the goal line. It'll be 1st and 10. These are always those bad ones because, you know, you cram everybody up in that box, you can bust a 99-yarder too. So it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 1-yard line. And just trying to get a little bit of breathing room is Hall. Going to give him 3 yards there before they finally blow the play dead.
Interior of the Wildcat line on the tackle.
So 2nd down, about 7.
2nd and 6.
So they mark them all the way up to the 5. 150 to go. Under center. And they look for the handoff. There's a hold. That'll come back halfway.
Number 44, Logan Pittman on the carry. Number 22.
But it'll be a half a distance penalty, so it'll bring up 2nd and 10-ish. 2nd and 9.
8.5, 9, something like that.
So doesn't do a whole lot for you.
We have a chop block called against the Panthers.
This must be what they are known for because I haven't seen chop block all year in any of the Harrisonville games, but now that's the 2nd one on each team.
How about this discerning signals last week in the Mizzou game? Did you watch any of the Mizzou game last week? Okay, we'll get to that one in a minute. 2nd down and 9 coming up. Never heard that play. I'd never heard it called, and they called it 3 times in that game against both the Tigers and LSU Tigers. So 2nd and 9 coming up. 3 backs in the backfield. And the Cats going to try to push through there. And they're looking to throw an incomplete pass into the flats there. Brings up 3rd down and 9. That's a dangerous place to throw with 1:16 to go now. Cats could use a timeout if they get a stop here, and we'll have really good field position. So 21-7 the score. The first attempted pass of the night for Oak Grove.
Second.
Okay.
Yeah, Pittman caught the 17-yard
Oh, yep.
pass.
So discerning signals. So the Missouri Tigers were in the backfield and they were clapping, like trying to get attention from their guys, and they said they were trying to draw a false start. They did it twice, and then the LSU did it later.
We have a flag on the play. Dead ball. Offsides against the Wildcats.
5-yard penalty. Going to push him back. Wyatt Bradshaw going to be called for that one. Not a good time for that on a 3rd and long. Shadow of your own end zone for Oak Grove. Cats could have made them punt deep out of their own end zone, and now they'll have a little breathing room there. So still 1:16 to go here in the first half of play. To the line of scrimmage they go. Under center.
He's going to do it again.
And he does it, and he gets into the secondary. Stays on his horse.
Number 12, Jordan Holland.
They run 4 plays. Just stop those 4 plays and you'll be fine. And now Oak Grove, out of their shadow of their own end zone, uses their first time out with 1:04 to go. Ball on their own 34-yard line. So we got a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 1:04 to go in the half. Cats trail by 14, and Oak Grove threatening again.
Everyone needs a little kickstart at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so head to Sonic of Harrisonville and kick away the afternoon fog. Grab an ice-cold drink full of caffeine and kickstart your afternoon and evening. The best part, 2 to 4 is happy hour, and drinks are half price. Grab an afternoon snack of cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers, or order on the app for happy hour anytime. Sonic Happy Hour, where you kick away the fog. Also, visit 4ts.com and sign up for the Sonic Kick Return Contest.
Welcome back, Cats. Trail 21-7, and Oak Grove has the ball at their own 34. Get out of the shadow of their own end zone. Warrensburg up 21-6 over Clinton. 5:57 to go here, first half. 1:04 to go. Odessa's playing Chillicothe in a non-conference matchup tonight. Snap, and Hall keeps it himself. Tackle by Polk and Adair. Also in on that one, Jaden Hetrick. 2nd and 6. Now Oak Grove just maybe weaning a little clock here. They're going to roll out and look to pass. They throw it in the flats, overthrow the target. And a flag called.
There is a flag on the play. Ineligible receiver downfield against the Panthers.
I saw that as number 66 there, Jacob Reisberg, was at about the 45-yard line when they let that pass go, and you could tell he was just like, oh, no. So, if you're the Cats, almost would have declined that penalty on the incomplete pass, would have brought up 3rd down in a clock stoppage. But Cats elect not to. Down 21-7 here. Spencer going to be flanked out to the far side. Running back or wide receiver to the near side. Shotgun formation. Pittman switches sides here. And they go in motion. They're going to throw it out on a little wide receiver screen to Spencer. Nowhere to go with 27 seconds to go. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
No gain on the play.
Going to whistle in a timeout, Oak Grove. On 3rd down and 10 with 18 seconds to go in the half.
Timeout of the half. 18 seconds.
Unusual place, Gary, to call a timeout when Harrisonville looked content going into the locker room, because here's the situation. 3rd and 10, you throw an incomplete pass here, or you get stopped. Harrisonville still got all of their timeouts. They could call a timeout and at least force them to punt. So just an odd call right there.
Yeah, especially when you're still, I mean, not deep in your own territory, but I mean, you're only to the 34-yard line of on your side. So, yeah, and you got wind and everything else. Got a lot of mistakes that could happen on a punt, so I agree.
So we'll see what happens here. Pleasant Hill up 15-0 on center. Ball on their own 34-yard line for Oak Grove. We go with two wide receivers set to the near side here. Calling for extra help over here from the safeties. As you see Samples leaning this way a little bit, and they're going to chuck it deep, and jump ball incomplete. And it brings up fourth down with 11 seconds to go.
Fourth down for the Panthers.
I was getting ready to say I'd put my fastest guys in there and try to get through there and get a block, and I see right up on the line of scrimmage is Nate Reynolds, right in the middle.
Coming for the Panthers, number 1, Diego Perez.
And Harrisonville now going to call a timeout. I almost may try to go for a field goal block or a punt block here, but we'll see. So we got a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well.
Sherwood Heating and Cooling provides quality services and amazing products from Carrier. Always going the extra mile to ensure that your heating and cooling units keep performing at optimal levels. Sherwood Heating and Cooling wants your family to be as comfortable as their own. Products come with warranties and service checkups by trained technicians that give you peace of mind. Call and schedule an appointment at 816-862-6610.
Welcome back, Cats. Trail by 14, still 11 seconds to go here in this first half. And, of course, Oak Grove, small town, it is homecoming. And they're going to have a band performance, it looks like. They're going to have their coronation. So we might be here for a little bit, Gary. Just saying. So to see if the Cats changed up what they're going to do here on this. And right up the middle, they try to go to block it. And Phillips going to let it roll.
And it's going to run the clock out. There it is.
And it will run out the clock. So halftime is in the books. And the Cats trail by 14 at the half. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with halftime in just a little bit.
Hey there, Wildcat and pizza fans. Are you ready for a touchdown of flavor? Enter Papa Murphy's Score-Free Pizza Contest. Picture it, Wildcats on the big screen, friends gathered around, and the excitement of a touchdown. But that's not all. At Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville, we're turning touchdowns into free pizza. Every time the Wildcats score a touchdown, you score big too. Head to Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville to enter, and with every touchdown, someone gets free pizza. Don't miss out. Sign up for the Papa Murphy's Touchdown Contest and celebrate touchdowns like never before. Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville, where touchdowns taste better.
It always seems to happen. We buy new tires and a week later we run over now. Not a problem when you have purchased your tires at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. You get the free flat repair for the life of your tires. On a budget, Young's has the best selection of new and used tires to save a little extra money. When the time comes for new tires, stop at the shop 4T's Trust to keep them rolling down the highway. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
Everyone needs an advocate in the insurance world. Let Lacey Domnick of Shelter Insurance be an advocate for you. With free policy review and quotes, she aims to help you weigh your options. With auto, home, life, and business insurance, Lacey wants you to have a positive and friendly experience. A former Wildcat herself, it is important for Lacey to support the community and Wildcats. Call today to set up an appointment at 816-380-2700 with Lacey.
One of the scariest tasks is taking your car to a mechanic. The best mechanics are in Harrisonville at Colby's Car Clinic. Colby's has expanded his shop and has ASE certified mechanics, the latest equipment to keep your vehicle running smooth all year long. Colby's Car Clinic takes the fear out of getting your car fixed. So call Colby today at 816-380-3000 to schedule an appointment or head to the Big Blue Building behind O'Reilly's.
Ready to upgrade your patio for those football watch parties? Call Ethan Young with 2-3 Construction Services to get started today. He can create a fun patio area complete with a fire pit in case it gets a bit chilly for one of those Wildcat or Chiefs fall nights. If a new driveway or floor for the shop is part of your upgrade, he will help you there as well. Call Ethan today at 816-533-2119 and 2-3 Construction Services to work for you.
While you're doing whatever it is you do, we're testing, retesting, engineering, and re-engineering to keep up with you. We run together.
First Class Heating and Cooling is your local Trane dealer that you can count on to provide you with a system and solution that fits your unique needs. Whether you need service right now or an estimate on a new system, give us a call at 816-380-5659. First Class service from your hometown team.
It's hard to stop a train.
New logo, new colors, new app, and a new online banking platform. There may be a lot of new at Sherwood Community Bank, but one thing remains the same: community. Serving the area with 4 convenient locations, Sherwood is still your community bank. Come see what it's like to be part of the community with a new account. The small town bank with big city convenience. Sherwood Community Bank, your community bank.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state like Butterburgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care, believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
What is one of your most precious commodities? Time. With sports, family, work, and school, time is precious. So why drive hours and waste time to save $20? Shop local and buy your home appliances at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center right here in Harrisonville. They deliver, service, issues that arise, all while you're putting money right back into the community. Stop wasting time and think Troby's first when you think of home appliances on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
Before every big purchase, you have to prepare. Prepare the easy way by calling Harrisonville's Farmers Insurance agent, Brad Sainer. Brad will make sure there are no holes in your coverage and take care of you with any lives mishaps. Prepare for great insurance coverage by calling Brad Sainer at 816-974-8105. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
When you're searching for insurance, call an agent in town that can protect you. Call CPSK for auto, life, renter's boat, ATV, or any other weekend toy you want covered. CPSK Insurance is an auto owner's affiliate, so call and talk to Summer, Randy, Amanda, or Chandra. They can give you a quote and get you covered quickly and easily. Business coverage is available as well. Call them today at 816-380-3800 or visit them online at www.cpskinsurance.com and let your local agents go to work for you.
Hey, I'm Matt with the Red Barn Ranch just north of Harrisonville, Missouri. As a fourth-generation farmer, it was important for me to be able to share our farm experience with the rest of the community. We opened Red Barn Ranch to provide just that, someplace that people can come and experience the farm and walk around and have a good time and make lifelong memories. Red Barn Ranch has grown over the last 9 years from just solely a pumpkin patch to a full farm experience. We've got rides, slides, attractions of all kinds, food, a bar, and a little bit of everything. We'd love for you guys to come see us in person. We're located just 2 miles north of Harrisonville. For more information, you can check us out on Google, Facebook, or redbarnranch.farm. We'll see you at the patch.
You have choices when buying a vehicle. Show Me Auto Mall is your right choice. Getting you financed with even less than perfect credit because everyone needs a reliable vehicle at an affordable price. Need service? Take a loaner while you wait. With a broad selection, you will find a vehicle that is right for you. Show Me Auto Mall is here to make buying a vehicle hassle-free. Go see the crew at Show Me today on 291 across from Walmart.
Hey everyone, Cody here with Aikens PC Repair, the exclusive computer repair company for 4Ts. Slow computer got you down? We offer virus removal and hardware repair to get you back in action. And with our antivirus software, we can help prevent future infections. Check us out today at 105 East Mechanic Street in historic downtown Harrisonville.
Sherwood Heating and Cooling provides quality services and amazing products from Carrier. Always going the extra mile to ensure that your heating and cooling units keep performing at optimal levels. Sherwood Heating and Cooling wants your family to be as comfortable as their own. Products come with warranties and service checkups by trained technicians that give you peace of mind. Call and schedule an appointment at 816-862-6610.
Church & DeWitt is one of the world leaders in household and personal care products, and we want you to join our team in Harrisonville. You'll get the chance to work with winning brands that consumers love. We offer starting salaries ranging from $20.50 to $39 per hour, depending on experience. A signing bonus of $2,500. Comprehensive benefits, paid time off, and every other weekend is a 3-day weekend. To apply, go to churchdewhite.com and click on Careers.
Everyone needs a little kickstart at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so head to Sonic of Harrisonville and kick away the afternoon fog. Grab an ice cold drink full of caffeine and kickstart your afternoon and evening. The best part, 2 to 4 is happy hour, and drinks are half price. Grab an afternoon snack of cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers, or order on the app for happy hour anytime. Sonic Happy Hour, where you kick away the fog. Also, visit 4ts.com and sign up for the Sonic Kick Return Contest.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Oak Grove, Missouri. Halftime and homecoming here in Oak Grove. And your Harrisonville Wildcats trail at 21-7 to the Oak Grove Panthers. And, you know, Gary, we've talked about it, and I feel like it's we beat a dead horse every year when we talk about when Harrisonville struggles. When do they struggle? When they make penalty mistakes. 2 big ones, I feel like, here in that first half. And another mistake with getting hit in the back by the punt are really the difference in this ball game. They would have had a drive that maybe would have ended in a touchdown early on, and they would have maybe had great field position the second time.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it in the pregame. Mistakes when actually I think I said whoever makes the least amount of mistakes is going to win this ball game. And so right now, Oak Grove has not made any mistakes. I mean, when I say many, they've had to punt a couple of times, but they've not had any fumbles, and they've not had a significant amount of penalties, only 3 for 13. But the Wildcats have got 5 penalties for 50 yards. Most of those came in critical times. One, when they were driving, could have had another touchdown. Then obviously the punt situation, you can't blame the person that the ball hit in the back, but when it happens, that's a mistake that's charged to your team. And Oak Grove, with the defense had stopped them, and then have the opportunity now to continue on a drive 40 yards farther where they were at. So real quickly on the stats for Oak Grove, I'll go through those first. They had 240 yards total rushing, 17 yards receiving for a total of 257 yards. They ran 29 plays, took up 13 minutes and 30 seconds of the clock. Leading the way for them was Noah Spencer, actually, with 6 carries, 96 yards. Now, most of those came on that 66-yard touchdown run. Then their quarterback, Hall, had 11 carries for 88 yards. And then the workhorse for them, the big guy, number 44, Pittman, he had 8 carries for 56 yards. For the Cats, they had 121 yards rushing, 75 yards receiving for a total of 196 yards. That's about 60 yards less than what Oak Grove had. But they only ran 17 plays to the 29 plays of Oak Grove. Only held the ball 10 minutes and 30 seconds. But again, the punt, the muff punt off the back of one of the Cats, and then also the 5 penalties and 50 yards has really cost them some potential opportunities to score. So leading the way for the Cats, Reynolds 5 carries, 70 yards. Lawful's had 3 carries for 34 yards, and Mitchell has 6 carries for 17. And then Baker's got 64 yards on 1 reception. That was the touchdown reception from Reynolds. And then Phillips has 2 catches for 11 for the total of 75 yards. And that is your halftime stats.
Yeah, and Gary, a couple of things that stick out to me, obviously, is the plays wearing down the Wildcats a little bit. And then, obviously, the mistakes. In the second half, if Harrisonville really wants to get back in this game, you got to put a spy on Hall. And you got to go after him each time. You almost got to take that gamble. If you tackle him and he doesn't have the ball, you can be like, well, I didn't know he didn't have the ball. I mean, that's what this offense is predicated on. When he takes that ball and he turns around, you can't see where it's going. They're all fair game, in my opinion. So somebody's got to be watching Hall, because almost every time he turns around, number one, it's hard to see a dark-colored ball on a dark-colored jersey. So you're going to have to pay attention to that. But you've got to make that adjustment, because they've really only ran four plays or so. They ran that little off tackle to Spencer. They run the spin around with Hall, and then they run it to the outside with Hall, and then they power it with Pittman. Just slow it down.
And whenever they run the open backfield, most of the time it's a quarterback draw. He's going to get it. They're spreading everybody out, and then he's the only single person in the backfield. Very seldom. They've only thrown the ball. Well, now they've finally thrown it for 5 times, but they hadn't thrown it that much. Anytime they have him in the backfield by himself, most of the time he's running a quarterback draw. Hall's a good player. Can't take anything away from him. He's done a good job. He does a good job hiding the ball. They have just got to take into account all 4 of those individuals in the backfield and make sure that they tackle, as you said, each one of them each time. And he's got a lead blocker going through there. And I'm going to have to look and see, because I'm trying to add up yards, but I've got to see who is actually, if it's actually a guard pull, or if it is a running back that's going in there in front of him. But he's always got a lead blocker going through there as well.
So center is up on, Pleasant Hill is up on center 15-0. Warrensburg all over Clinton 35-6 before the half, and then Odessa all over Chillicothe in that one. So conference scores, and the Cats trail by 14. We talked about it before the game. They're in the driver's seat, and you know what? The car's got a flat tire right now, and they better fix it and fix it quick here at halftime and see if they can get back in this game.
Yeah, I think the very first critical drive of this game is coming up on the kickoff. After the Oak Grove receives it, the Cats have to stop them on that drive to get some momentum back. They didn't have any momentum. They didn't even get the ball, even for one play and at the end of the second quarter. So they're going to need to stop Oak Grove on this first drive and go down and score. That will give them the momentum. Then they're within one touchdown away of being able to tie it up. And if they don't, I feel like that really they're behind. They're behind the 8 ball if they don't stop them in the first drive.
And I'll be interested to see how the second half kick starts. Do you try to catch them napping and go for an onside kick and trust your defense? A lot on the line here to start this second half, so it's going to be a big first couple of minutes of the second half for both teams.
Absolutely.
So we will take another extended timeout. We'll be back with more here in a little bit. It's halftime, so we got a little bit of time, and we'll be back after this.
Hey there, Wildcat and pizza fans. Are you ready for a touchdown of flavor? Enter Papa Murphy's Score-Free Pizza Contest. Picture it, Wildcats on the big screen, friends gathered around, and the excitement of a touchdown. But that's not all. At Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville, we're turning touchdowns into free pizza. Every time the Wildcats score a touchdown, you score big too. Head to Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville to enter, and with every touchdown, someone gets free pizza. Don't miss out. Sign up for the Papa Murphy's Touchdown Contest and celebrate touchdowns like never before. Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville, where touchdowns taste better.
It always seems to happen. We buy new tires and a week later we run over a nail. Not a problem when you have purchased your tires at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. You get the free flat repair for the life of your tires. On a budget, Young's has the best selection of new and used tires to save a little extra money. When the time comes for new tires? Stop at the shop 4T's Trust to keep them rolling down the highway. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
Everyone needs an advocate in the insurance world. Let Lacey Domnick of Shelter Insurance be an advocate for you. With free policy review and quotes, she aims to help you weigh your options. With auto, home, life, and business insurance, Lacey wants you to have a positive and friendly experience. A former Wildcat herself, it is important for Lacey to support the community and Wildcats. Call today to set up an appointment at 816-380-2700 with Lacey.
One of the scariest tasks is taking your car to a mechanic. The best mechanics are in Harrisonville at Colby's Car Clinic. Colby's has expanded his shop and has ASE certified mechanics, the latest equipment to keep your vehicle running smooth all year long. Colby's Car Clinic takes the fear out of getting your car fixed. So call Colby today at 816-380-3000 to schedule an appointment or head to the Big Blue Building behind O'Reilly's.
Ready to upgrade your patio for those football watch parties? Call Ethan Young with 2-3 Construction Services to get started today. He can create a fun patio area complete with a fire pit in case it gets a bit chilly for one of those Wildcat or Chiefs fall nights. If a new driveway or floor for the shop is part of your upgrade, he will help you there as well. Call Ethan today at 816-533-2119 and 2-3 Construction Services to work for you.
While you're doing whatever it is you do, we're testing, retesting, engineering, and re-engineering to keep up with you. We run together.
First Class Heating and Cooling is your local Trane dealer that you can count on to provide you with a system and solution that fits your unique needs. Whether you need service right now or an estimate on a new system, give us a call at 816-380-5659. First Class service from your hometown team.
It's hard to stop a train.
New logo, new colors, new app, and a new online banking platform. There may be a lot of new at Sherwood Community Bank, but one thing remains the same: community. Serving the area with 4 convenient locations, Sherwood is still your community bank. Come see what it's like to be part of the community with a new account. The small town bank with big city convenience. Sherwood Community Bank, your community bank.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state like Butterburgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care, believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
What is one of your most precious commodities? Time. With sports, family, work, and school, time is precious. So why drive hours and waste time to save $20? Shop local and buy your home appliances at Troby's Maytag Home Appliance Center right here in Harrisonville. They deliver, service, issues that arise, all while you're putting money right back into the community. Stop wasting time and think Troby's first when you think of home appliances on Plaza Drive right behind Hawthorne Bank.
Before every big purchase, you have to prepare. Prepare the easy way by calling Harrisonville's Farmers Insurance agent, Brad Sainer. Brad will make sure there are no holes in your coverage and take care of you with any lives mishaps. Prepare for great insurance coverage by calling Brad Sainer at 816-974-8105. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
When you're searching for insurance, call an agent in town that can protect you. Call CPSK for auto, life, renter's boat, ATV, or any other weekend toy you want covered. CPSK Insurance is an auto owner's affiliate, so call and talk to Summer, Randy, Amanda, or Chandra. They can give you a quote and get you covered quickly and easily. Business coverage is available as well. Call them today at 816-380-3800 or visit them online at www.cpskinsurance.com and let your local agents go to work for you.
Hey, I'm Matt with the Red Barn Ranch just north of Harrisonville, Missouri. As a fourth-generation farmer, it was important for me to be able to share our farm experience with the rest of the community. We opened Red Barn Ranch to provide just that. someplace that people can come and experience the farm and walk around and have a good time and make lifelong memories. Red Barn Ranch has grown over the last 9 years from just solely a pumpkin patch to a full farm experience. We've got rides, slides, attractions of all kinds, food, a bar, and a little bit of everything. We'd love for you guys to come see us in person. We're located just 2 miles north of Harrisonville. For more information, you can check us out on Google, Facebook, or redbarnranch.farm. We'll see you at the patch.
You have choices when buying a vehicle. Show Me Auto Mall is your right choice. Getting you financed with even less than perfect credit because everyone needs a reliable vehicle at an affordable price. Need service? Take a loaner while you wait. With a broad selection, you will find a vehicle that is right for you. Show Me Auto Mall is here to make buying a vehicle hassle-free. Go see the crew at Show Me today on 291 across from Walmart.
Hey everyone, Cody here with Aikens PC Repair, the exclusive computer repair company for 4Ts. Slow computer got you down? We offer virus removal and hardware repair to get you back in action. And with our antivirus software, we can help prevent future infections. Check us out today at 105 East Mechanic Street in historic downtown Harrisonville.
Sherwood Heating and Cooling provides quality services and amazing products from Carrier. Always going the extra mile to ensure that your heating and cooling units keep performing at optimal levels. Sherwood Heating and Cooling wants your family to be as comfortable as their own. Products come with warranties and service checkups by trained technicians that give you peace of mind. Call and schedule an appointment at 816-862-6610.
Church and Dwight is one of the world leaders in household and personal care products, and we want you to join our team in Harrisonville. You'll get the chance to work with winning brands that consumers love. We offer starting salaries ranging from $20.50 to $39 per hour, depending on experience. A signing bonus of $2,500. Comprehensive benefits, paid time off, and every other weekend is a 3-day weekend. To apply, go to churchdwight.com and click on Careers.
Everyone needs a little kickstart at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so head to Sonic of Harrisonville and kick away the afternoon fog. Grab an ice-cold drink full of caffeine and kickstart your afternoon and evening. The best part, 2 to 4 is happy hour, and drinks are half price. Grab an afternoon snack of cheesy bites or jalapeno poppers, or order on the app for happy hour anytime. Sonic Happy Hour, where you kick away the fog. Also, visit 4ts.com and sign up for the Sonic Kick Return Contest.
Welcome back to Oak Grove, Missouri. We're on the campus of Oak Grove High School. Oak Grove set to get the ball in the second half, and that was what we call perfect timing, Gary. They ran those, and our commercials were exactly on with the scoreboard, and we're able to wind it down in the half. So big second half start coming up here for both sides. Cats have got to get a stop and the ball back. Oak Grove would like to make it a 3-touchdown lead. So something's got to give, Gary.
Yeah, and if they make it a 3-touchdown lead, it's going to be very difficult on the Cats to come back, because that means the Cats are going to have to stop them more than likely every drive, because they've been holding the ball consistently when they've been scoring touchdowns 4 minutes or more, and it doesn't take long to wind up, 24 minutes and a half. So
here we go. High end over end kick. Going to be drilled all the way back to about the 10-yard line. Taken up to the 20, 25. On their feet to the 35, 37-yard line. Return 28. Jace Lee, I believe, was the returner there. So good return up to the 37. Good field position for Oak Grove to start this second half. Cats need a stop. Oak Grove looking for more. 21-7 our score, 11:52 to go as we're just underway in the third quarter. Empty backfield, 3 wide receivers set far side on first and 10.
Going to be a draw.
There's a draw up the middle, and Hall's going to take it for 4. So 2nd down and 6 coming up play comes in from the sideline. Pittman going to give him the play. Now Hall looking to the sideline for the play call.
They're the only team that lines up like that when they're getting the play from the sidelines.
Line up in a line towards the sideline, then they all look at their play sheet. 3 backs set there in a line in the backfield. Double tight formation. They're going to hand off for
Spencer, I think.
Spencer, and he's going to have a first down inside the 35-yard line to the 34.
25 yards for Spencer. That puts him over 100 yards.
So a first and 10 for Oak Grove down to the 20 or 34, and just a minute in to the third quarter. And again, Oak Grove does nothing fancy. And they are just blowing the Wildcat defensive line off of the ball and able to run at will so far in this game. And this time they're hand to Pittman, and he's going to try to get to the outside inside the 30 to the 25 and shoved out of bounds by several Cats. Going to be a 9-yard gain, bring up second down and short down to the 26-yard line. Cat defense just looks confused tonight with the running game of Oak Grove, which, you know, Gary, we talked about it. We've talked about how they, you know, these teams play each other every year, so it sometimes it's hard to get a team going or whatever. But this is the same thing Oak Grove's ran since Pat Richards been here, and it's no secret, and they're still struggling with it. Now they got split backs there, and they're going to hand off for Noah Spencer, and he's going to go to the corner. Touchdown, 27-7. Another touchdown for Spencer from 26 out. And it's 27-7, 10.5 to go in the third. Cats in trouble here, down 20 to the Panthers. So extra point coming up. There's the kick. It is up. It is good. 28-7. We'll be back.
Hey there, Wildcat and pizza fans. Are you ready for a touchdown of flavor? Enter Papa Murphy's Score-Free Pizza Contest. Picture it, Wildcats on the big screen, friends gathered around, and the excitement of a touchdown. But that's not all. At Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville, we're turning touchdowns into free pizza. Every time the Wildcats score a touchdown, you score big too. Head to Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville to enter, and with every touchdown, someone gets free pizza. Don't miss out. Sign up for the Papa Murphy's Touchdown Contest and celebrate touchdowns like never before. Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville, where touchdowns taste better.
New logo, new colors, new app, and a new online banking platform. There may be a lot of new at Sherwood Community Bank, but one thing remains the same: community. Serving the area with 4 convenient locations, Sherwood is still your community bank. Come see what it's like to be part of the community with a new account. The small town bank with big city convenience. Sherwood Community Bank, your community bank.
All right, welcome back. Cats trail by 21. Got a lot of work to do in the second half. A little squib kick going to be picked up by Phillips at the 25 to the 30. Stays on his feet past the 30 to the 35-yard line. And the Cats will have it at their own 35. This is where you need a Nate Reynolds special right here. 65-yard run on one play. Get it back to where it was, and then try this all over again.
Yeah, but they just ran another 4 plays for 63 yards, minute 30 seconds off the clock. The defense was on the field, culminated with a 26-yard touchdown run from Spencer, making the score 28-7. The offense has got to stay on the field, but they got to score points every time they get the ball from now on.
So 3 wide receivers to the far side, right side, pistol formation. Mitchell has Reynolds behind him in the backfield. He's going to pitch back to Reynolds, and Reynolds to the 40, 45, past the 45 to the 49, knocked down after a 14-yard gain, and it'll bring up first and 10. That's a Tropies Maytag Home Appliance Center first down all the way up to midfields where they're going to mark it. So think Tropies first when you think home appliances. First and 10, ball at the 50, 10:02 to go here in the third quarter. Two wide receivers near side. Lone back is Phillips, and they're going to fake the handoff to Phillips. They're going to throw it out to Reynolds, and Reynolds down the sideline to the 40, to the 30,
make it.
And he's going to take it to the house.
And they're going to call a holding or blocking the back. It's the same ref that didn't call the face mask a while ago. I saw that play. I knew it was going to be close. They're going
to call a correct block back down here too, or a blindside block. He's got his hat off down here, so. He enjoys throwing the flag. He threw a flag and a hat this time.
I didn't see the crack block back there because Reynolds was already past.
There was a block, a blindside block down there. And it wasn't. It was a side. It is what it is at this point. 28-7 through 9:36 to go. Harrisonville shoots himself in the foot there. But Gary saw it closer here, didn't think it was really a hold.
I mean, he took him down, but he didn't have his hands out. I don't know if they're saying that if he got him in the back or what, but I think it was close. I'd like to see it again, but.
We're going to go split back veer formation. 1st and 20. And they're going to fake to Reynolds, pitch it back to Phillips. And Phillips goes nowhere. Far side of the field, 2nd and 20 coming up for the Cats with 9:25. Cats in the danger zone right here, down 21. And a 2nd and 20 coming up from their own 40-yard line.
That's a total of 60 yards in penalties on the Cats compared to 13 yards in penalties on the Panthers.
So, Cats, lone back in the backfield is Reynolds. Under center is Mitchell on 2nd and 20. They're going to blitz back to Reynolds, and they're going to throw again. And he didn't see Phillips. Phillips was wide open over the middle.
Yeah,
did not see him.
3 guys on Baker. Nobody on Phillips. Next play that's the second play by Noah Spencer that stopped the pass play.
Well, here's my question. That's the second halfback pass we've had tonight. Mitchell throws a great ball.
I think what they're doing is they're keying on, and they're coming up. Whenever Reynolds gets the ball, they're coming up. That's pulling the linebackers up and also the corners up.
So now he's looking. He's got his man, and that is Sims down to the 30 to the 25-yard line. A great draw. That was a great throw there. That's a 36-yard reception by Josiah Sims, the tight end, out of the backfield. Or so I should say out of the backfield, but off the far side there. Never mind, it's going to be at the 25. I feel like every time it gets spotted, it goes about a yard or two backwards. 8:25 to go here in the third quarter. 28-7, Cats down, trying to get back to within 2 scores. Throw it out to Reynolds, and Reynolds nowhere to go. And
well, I wonder if there's going to be a crackback block there.
Probably.
Because I would say when the helmet comes off that they've got a hold of something on the helmet.
Well, the bad thing is they also blew the play dead, and Nate was still going.
Absolutely.
And you, I mean.
Personal foul.
Well, it's a first down, but they marked it off. They didn't mark it from the original line of scrimmage there. They marked it from 5 yards back where it was. So Ball at the 14-yard line. 8:13 to go here in the third quarter. Pistol formation. Mitchell has Reynolds back there. They're going to pitch it back to Reynolds. Reynolds cut back, nowhere to go. Cut down. Brings up second down and 10. Jennings with the tackle for Oak Grove brings up a second down and 10. And they're going to go up the middle. No, Mitchell keeps it after the read there. He's going to get a good 5. Going to bring up third down and 5. 7:12 to go. Started as a quick drive, as kind of stalled out and taken some time off the clock. Not what you want if you're the Cats, though.
No, and this is what Oak Grove wants. Obviously, they want, if you're going to score, you're going to score, but it's going to take you time off the clock. Right now, they started at 10:30. It's at 6:07 or 6:52.
So split receivers on both sides. Mitchell going to pitch back to Reynolds. Reynolds going to get to the corner, get to the end zone. 6 points. Touchdown Cats. 28-13. So Reynolds from 10 yards out brings it back to 15. Can make it 14 with the extra point. Cats will then kick off. See how it goes here. So we await the extra point. Kick is up. Kick is good. 28-14, 6:41 to go. Third quarter. We'll be back.
Before every big purchase, you have to prepare. Prepare the easy way by calling Harrisonville's Farmers Insurance agent, Brad Sainer. Brad will make sure there are no holes in your coverage and take care of you with any lives mishaps. Prepare for great insurance coverage by calling Brad Sainer at 816-974-8105. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state, like butter burgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care, believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
Before every big purchase, you have to prepare. Prepare the...
And short kick bounces off of Oak Grove at about the 20, and they're able to bounce on it at the 24-yard line. It'll be first and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Becca Borders, when the Cats score, you score free pizza from Papa Murphy's. Becca Borders, you got free pizza coming your way. Gary, give me that summary.
7 plays, 3 minutes and 45 seconds off the clock. It went 65 yards, culminated by the 10-yard touchdown run by Reynolds, making the score Oak Grove 28, your Cats 14, with 6:37 left in the third.
Big plays coming up for the Cats defense of this series. They need to get a stop and get it to a one-score game, and then about anything can happen. That scoring summary brought to you by Reynolds Cafe.
Gonna be
And draw again. They've ran draw every time when they've gone empty backfield, and he goes again for about 4 this time. So Reynolds Cafe, Garden City, your breakfast and lunch headquarters for the Cats. Go see them today on Old 7 Highway in Garden City. Want to give away a tumbler, our third quarter tumbler winner, Kayla Jones. And our 4T's cap giveaway, Jim Norman. Give us a holler. We'll get those to you. We're going to throw it out in the flats for Pittman. Pittman's going to have a first down about to the 35. It will be moving the sticks with 5:57 to go. Again, the Cats need to get a stop here, a big play, something on defense to get the ball back. They're down 2 scores right now, and you would like to get it to 1 score going to the fourth quarter, Gary, and then fourth quarter changes everything. So Oak Grove in no hurry, getting the play from the sideline. And they're going to give it through to the last guy through this time is Hudspeth, and he's going to lose a yard, going to bring up second down. So Hudspeth, first down run, loses the yard, brings up second down and 11.
Need to be careful, watch for that quarterback delay.
So now they go with 2 backs in the backfield. And this time they're going to give it through to Spencer, and he gets to midfield, a 15-yard run, 16-yard run up to midfield.
That's 163 yards for Noah Spencer on 9 carries.
So ball to midfield, and we talked about the Cats needing to stop. They have not shown that they could stop the Oak Grove running attack so far here tonight. So ball at midfield, and this time they're going to go backdoor for Spencer, and he breaks a couple of tackles. Finally drugged down after about an 7-yard gain. Hedrick. So Hedrick with the tackle, but another 7 yards for Noah Spencer. And he's close to about 200.
170 yards on 10 carries. And Hall has got 97 yards on 13 carries.
So second down and 3 coming up. And Hall hands off to Pittman, and Pittman not going to get there. He falls backwards. Got back to the line of scrimmage, going to bring up a third down for Oak Grove. So maybe lost a little bit there. It was an equally terrible spot, in my opinion, by the officials for Oak Grove. I thought he got it close.
Oh, I did too.
To about the 38, almost 39-yard line. Third down and 3 coming up. And this time they're going to give it through to Pittman, and he's going to break a couple of tackles, gets a first down inside the 40 to about the 37-yard line. Jackson Nicholas with the tackle. Down to the 38, though, and more importantly, Oak Grove eating clock right now. Obviously a lot of time left, 15 minutes left in the ball game. Cats do have quick strike capabilities, but the longer that defense is out there wearing down, the harder it's going to be. And here they go this time. And up the middle, Spencer to the house. He goes.
38 yards. That put him over 200 yards.
And it's back to a 20-point lead, 34-14 the score. So 2:41 to go. Kick is up, kick is good. 35-14, back to a 21-point lead. We'll be back after this.
Hey everyone, Cody here with Aikens PC Repair, the exclusive computer repair company for 4Ts. Slow computer got you down? We offer virus removal and hardware repair to get you back in action. And with our antivirus software, we can help prevent future infections. Check us out today at 105 East Mechanic Street in historic downtown Harrisonville.
All right, welcome back. Cats in trouble here, down 21, late third quarter of this one. And, I'll tell you, Gary, you always talk about it. Football's a game of matchups, and this is not a very smooth matchup for the Wildcats.
No, and we always have difficulty with them. But tonight, I tell you, it's been kind of the Hall and Spencer show. I mean, Pittman's been the kind of the workhorse, but, I mean, that just put Spencer over 200 yards. He's got 208 yards on 11 carries. That's his third touchdown in a row. It was Pittman, and then Spencer 3 times. So, I mean, he's got the speed. That was an 8-play, 4-minute, 76-yard drive, and culminated with that 38-yard run by Noah Spencer.
So 35-14 the score. Cats again behind the 8 ball, going to need to score and get a stop, but that is not something that has come for the Cats tonight. And that one goes into the end zone for a touchback. They'll have it on their own 20-yard line.
So obviously their kicker can kick it deep. He's just been squibbing it because he didn't want to kick it and give like a line drive kick to Phillips or Reynolds, and so therefore he's just been squibbing it the whole game. Now that they're up 3 touchdowns with only 14 minutes and 41 seconds left, he kicks it out of the end zone.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Cats from their own 20-yard line. Pistol formation, twins left, twins right for the Cats receiver-wise. Reynolds behind Mitchell on 1st and 10. They're going to go in motion with Phillips. Fake the handoff to Phillips. Look to
He's
throw.
Open.
Got him open over the middle and picked off. That's Noah Spencer with the pick.
No, it wasn't. It was.
Sorry, was that 84?
It was 84.
Keenan Brady with the pick. So 1st and 10. This is where you. Let me go deep here. Catch him napping a little bit. Maybe fake a handoff on that 3, and then send Spencer up the seam here. If I was Oak Grove, where you like to go for the jugular when you're up 3 scores.
I think they're going to be happy with just running out the clock.
And Spencer's going to have a quick 10 yards. Ball on the turf. And he fumbles it back to the Cats, so the Cats can get lucky there. And it's going to go back the other way. So I may or may not have got a look from Nick Spencer in the press box next to us. So he has nothing to be ashamed of. His son has had a heck of a game, over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. I wouldn't put that one down. And now they're going to get to the outside for Reynolds. He's going to get about 2 of it on that. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8. So 2nd and 8, 2:12 to go here, 3rd quarter. They got to get a score here. If I would like to think if you get a score here before the end of the 3rd quarter, you'd feel a little bit better about it, not trying to come from 21 down in the 4th quarter. Warrensburg all over Clinton, 42-6 in that one, and Chillicothe is getting manhandled by Odessa. I'll get you the Pleasant Hill score here in just a little bit. 2nd and 8 coming. And they're going to fake the handoff, throw it out in the flats for a screen. Bubble screen for Phillips. It's only going to have about 3. And I'll tell you, Richard has had the Cats number tonight with the Richard has had their number tonight with film study because he's been all over the Cat plays all night long. So 3rd down and 4 coming up. 1:12 to go in the 3rd quarter. Cats down 35-14. Pistol formation. They're going to go in motion with Loeffel. And they're going to pitch it back to Reynolds. And again, they were ready for it. Brings up a 4th down. Brett Jones. You know, you talked about this being my 200th game calling for the Wildcats. Called several with Brett Jones back in the day. He just texted and said that Harrisonville's 12-2 versus Oak Grove since they've joined the MRVC West. And that was a terrible punt, and it rolls backwards. That's going to be a 6-yard punt for the Wildcats.
When it rains, it pours.
And it'll be Oak Grove ball again at the 33-yard line. The game I was talking about the comeback win. I think it was 2014. They won 34-30. They were down in that game, I think, like 30-7 or something, and they came back and won that game. So there is time, but not a whole lot of it. They have not lost to Oak Grove since 2013.
I remember that game.
And here they go. It'll be Spencer again, tripped up at the 30 by Polk. Going to fall forward. Where are they going to mark him? They're going to mark him at the 28-yard line. So 5-yard run by Spencer. Going to bring up 2nd and 5. And we're going to go to the fourth quarter. Cats down 21. We'll be back after this.
Hey, I'm Matt with the Red Barn Ranch just north of Harrisonville, Missouri. As a fourth-generation farmer, it was important for me to be able to share our farm experience with the rest of the community. We opened Red Barn Ranch to provide just that, someplace that people can come and experience the farm and walk around and have a good time and make lifelong memories. Red Barn Ranch has grown over the last 9 years from just solely a pumpkin patch to a full farm experience. We've got rides, slides, attractions of all kinds, food, a bar, and a little bit of everything. We'd love for you guys to come see us in person. We're located just 2 miles north of Harrisonville. For more information, you can check us out on Google, Facebook, or redbarnranch.farm. We'll see you at the patch.
All right, welcome back. Cats trail by 21 in the fourth quarter, and Oak Grove is in business at the Wildcat 28-yard line. So 21 down. If they make it 28 down, I'll start hearing hammers and nails going into the coffin of the Cats tonight. 3-back set on 2nd and 5. They're going to give it to Pittman, and he's going nowhere. Cats are able to snuff that one out. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 6. Just going to look here if I can find it. Third down and 5, so got him back to the line of scrimmage. And this time they're going to go on the counter to Spencer. He gets to the outside, down to the sideline to the 10, to the
not quite
32-yard line. 20-plus yards for Spencer, and just misses his 4th touchdown of the ball game. But it'll be 1st and goal. And Oak Grove about to be able to put this one away.
Obviously, when Noah Spencer gets to the corner, he's got the speed, just like Reynolds, to be able to outrun most of the defenders that he's up against.
He's every bit as fast as Reynolds.
Yeah.
They're going to go up the middle with it. Stop just short.
Number 33, Keller Johnson, on the stop with others from the Wildcats, brings up 2nd ball for the Panthers. Just inside.
So this will not help the Cats in the district standings. I'll be interested to see what the district standings look like tonight if the Cats end up losing. We were told and it looks like Hall's going to be in for the 6th. We were told by someone here tonight that Lincoln Prep had to forfeit all 6 of their wins going into tonight, and if that's the case, they would be 0-7. But 6 more losses. They would have been 0-7. That would have put them at the bottom of the district, but I don't know. We haven't heard officially on that one yet. There's a false start on Oak Grove there. So they'll push it back 5 yards, and I don't think Diego Perez will have any problem still booting this one through tonight. So 41-14, backward score there. Palindrome, 41-14. Is that a palindrome? No, I don't know. Anyway, mirror, 41-14. Make it 42-14. We'll be back after this.
While you're doing whatever it is you do, we're testing, retesting, engineering, and re-engineering to keep up with you. We run together.
First Class Heating and Cooling is your local Trane dealer that you can count on to provide you with a system and solution that fits your unique needs. Whether you need service right now or an estimate on a new system, give us a call at 816-380-5659. First Class service from your hometown team.
It's hard to stop a train.
One of the scariest tasks is taking your car to a mechanic. The best mechanics are in Harrisonville at Colby's Car Clinic. Colby's has expanded his shop and has ASE certified mechanics, the latest equipment to keep your vehicle running smooth all year long.
10:35.
Colby's Car Clinic takes the fear out of getting your car fixed. So call Colby today at
10:35 to go here, fourth quarter.
3000 to schedule an appointment.
42-14 the score. Oh.
While you're doing...
Welcome back. I was talking to myself. Little squib kick this time taken by Johnston. He's going to try to get around and goes nowhere. He's going to run all the way back the other way. Still gets nowhere and drug down. So he ran 75 yards to get a couple. And he will be taken down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 33-yard line.
Wildcats will take it over 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line.
So we will see here. They're going to go split back veer formation. Down 28. And keep it himself. Pitch back for Phillips this time, and Phillips goes nowhere. Oak Grove has been all over it all night long.
He was a little upset, and I think he had reason to be. He was already down, and then he got hit by another defender. And he's pretty hot, and I can understand. This is the same side judge that has called a lot of penalties, but not that one.
So 9:50 to go. Cats come up to the line of scrimmage.
Number 22, Nate Reynolds on the carry. There's fumble on the play.
9:25 to go here in the ball game. And the Cats ran a halfback dive there, so I was a little bit trying to figure out what was going on. And Reynolds also fumbled it at the same time, and it bounces back 2 yards. Been all Oak Grove tonight, and, you know, when it goes bad for the Cats, it goes bad. Hence the 50-6 drubbing at the hands of Maryville. They'll pitch it back to Reynolds, and Reynolds going to run by a few people and then run right into a tackler. And it'll bring up 4th down. And about 7.
4th and 7, ball at their own 36.
I will say this. last time I remember Harrisonville getting thumped in the regular season after they were looking good was 2016. And they had a special player that year in the name of Morgan Salamaya. And, it's one of those things, the ball bounces your way, but, we've talked to a couple people from Oak Grove, and they said, we've struggled coughing up the ball tonight. They haven't done it, and the couple of times that it's bounced away from them, it's really not hurt them.
Right. Well, and same thing with the Cats. So we had a couple of fumbles. This one just down here that Reynolds had, and the 2 in the first half had 3. So other than the muff punt,
Warrensburg up 50-6 on Clinton with 11:06 to go in the fourth quarter.
First and 10 for the Panthers, ball at their own 37-yard line.
Panthers will have the ball at their own 37-yard line with 8:09 to go.
They score a touchdown here and an extra point.
Be over really fast.
It will be.
So first and 10 coming up. And Spencer
again. You can tell who's got the ball. I don't even look at the number as far as him goes because you can see just the way he runs.
So another 11 yards by Spencer. I'm sure Coach Connolly will be watching this broadcast at some point tonight or tomorrow, getting some film on Oak Grove as Warrensburg plays Oak Grove next week. The one thing I will say as we get ready for the handoff, and it'll be Spencer again, and he's bottled up in the backfield. Watching this film, Coach Cavanaugh, Coach Connolly, they're going to look at it. You got to stop Spencer. But the one problem that Warrensburg had against Harrisonville was slowing down Reynolds. And those are similar backs. I think Noah, he showed some at times tonight to be able to break a couple of tackles. He's a little bit of a more slender runner. But if you get him through the line, it's going to be the same situation. And now this time to the outside is Hall. And he is going to have a first down. But it looks like it's going to be a hold.
I was going to say, I can't remember the number, but there was a hold right here at the 45 or 50, and it started at the 50 and went all the way to about the 35.
We have a holding against Oak Grove.
First penalty for them in the second half and first significant penalty in the game for them. 4 for 23, 7 compared to 7 for 75.
So I'll push him back 10 yards with 6:58 to go. All the way back to their own 38-yard line.
So the Cats are going to have to shore up the penalties. I think it's going to be most important whenever they have that many penalties. It's not good for them. Obviously, how do you make up 75 yards? It's difficult.
Under center, they hand off, and Noah Spencer stays on his feet for 18 yards on that run. And he was close to breaking it right there. How many yards is he up to, Gary?
276 yards on 17 carries.
17 carries, 276, 3 touchdowns. Only thing left for him, he could bust a long one. He could be over 304 touchdowns on the night. And he gets another chunk of yardage. Down to the 37-yard line. So moves the sticks again.
Ball's at the Wildcat 38-yard line, first and 10 for the Panthers.
They had 8 first downs in the first half. That's their 7th first down here in the second half.
Well, as the way high school football players go and the way that they would look at 16, 17-year-olds would look at the score, I'll talk about it after this play here on 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And Hall kept it at that time. The first time they've
stopped it.
First time all night they've stopped that play.
And he only needed 1 yard to get over 100 yards unofficially as far as I'm concerned.
And he lost one.
Oh, you lost one. I didn't see that. So
here's the thing. Oak Grove kids got to be licking their chops because they knocked off, the Odessa kids got to be licking their chops because they knocked off Oak Grove earlier this year. They're probably like, oh, well, hey, Harrisonville's going to be ripe for the picking next week. So, granted, that's why they play the games.
That's exactly right.
But that's probably what they're going to be thinking in their heads. 2nd and 11 coming up from the 39-yard line. And Spencer on the carry. Don't think he got anywhere on that one. It's like no gain. So 3rd down and 11 coming up. Clock continues to roll here in the 4th quarter. Now a whistle and a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout as well. Cats down big in the 4th.
One of the scariest tasks is taking your car to a mechanic. The best mechanics are in Harrisonville at Colby's Car Clinic. Colby's has expanded his shop and has ASE certified mechanics, the latest equipment to keep your vehicle running smooth all year long. Colby's Car Clinic takes the fear out of getting your car fixed. So call Colby today at 816-380-3000 to schedule an appointment or head to the Big Blue Building behind O'Reilly's.
At Signature Will and Trust, owner and managing attorney Danielle Scavuzzo and attorneys Salvatore Scavuzzo and Brendan Parker tailor estate plans to fit your individual and family needs. A properly executed estate plan protects you and your loved ones in the event of your incapacity or death. Now is the time to call and schedule an appointment for a free consultation with Signature Will and Trust at 816-237-8555. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
All right, welcome back. 3rd and 11 coming up for the Panthers.
Pass. Oh.
And they floated to Spencer to the 20, out of bounds at the 15. That's over 300 yard total offense for Nick Spencer, or Nick. Nick would be his father, Noah, on that one. Down to the 13-yard line. 26-yard gain. When it goes right, it goes right. Couple yard run.
I didn't see who had the carry on that one. Anybody see it?
I believe that is, as he turns this way, 28.
Okay, 28.
Jace Lee was on the carry there.
It's his first carry of the night.
2nd down and 7. 10 seconds to go on the play clock. Hall goes under center here. And nowhere to go. Keller Johnson read that one. Gonna bring up 3rd down. See if I can get some scores here for folks. no hurry as Oak Grove. This might be another situation. They're going to let it run down and then call the timeout. That's what they'll do. We'll take a timeout as well. Cats trail big in the fourth.
Church and DeWitt is one of the world leaders in household and personal care products, and we want you to join our team in Harrisonville. You'll get the chance to work with winning brands that consumers love. We offer starting salaries ranging from $20.50 to $39 per hour, depending on experience. A signing bonus of $2,500. Comprehensive benefits, paid time off, and every other weekend is a 3-day weekend. To apply, go to churchdewhite.com and click on Careers.
Welcome back. I was looking at some district scores just to kind of see where district standings may go. If Lincoln Prep loses all those scores, they are thumping Southeast tonight 56-0. So they would have a couple of wins, and they'd still be over Southeast in the standings and maybe even Center. And I believe they play Center next week. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I'd have to look at the schedule to double check. Under Center is Hall, and he waits and nowhere to go. That time as Tyson Wyatt Smith able to pull him down. It'll bring up 4th down and 10. And field goal unit coming on to the field for the Panthers. Clinton and Center play next week, as I was just told. So I'm not sure who Lincoln Prep plays, or I'm not sure who Center plays. Oh, Center plays Clinton. He just said that. So Center and Clinton, because that could be a big game in standing-wise for our district standings. Grandview was getting thumped 42-7 by Kearney tonight, so that will not help their cause at all. Gonna whistle and a timeout on 4th down. 1:52 to go. We got a timeout. We'll just keep it right here, see if I can run down some more scores. Warrensburg up 57-6 over Clinton. Odessa up 42-0. And Pleasant Hill 36-0 over Center with 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, or 4 minutes to go there in the fourth quarter of that one. Liberty North all over Ray Peck, 35-0. Smithville is beating Pittsburgh, Kansas, 36-18. Lee Summit's up 10-9 over Liberty. Leavenworth is getting beat by Piper 3-0. That is an odd score. Any other scores that I see of note?
That field goal is good.
No, the field goal is good, and it's 45-14. We'll take a timeout.
Ready to upgrade your patio for those football watch parties? Call Ethan Young with 2-3 Construction Services to get started today. He can create a fun patio area complete with a fire pit in case it gets a bit chilly for one of those Wildcat or Chiefs fall nights. If a new driveway or floor for the shop is part of your upgrade, he will help you there as well. Call Ethan today at 816-533-2119 and 2-3 Construction Services to work for you.
Welcome back. 45-14. All Oak Grove in this one. So we are about minute 52 away from the end of this ball game. For the Cats, you got to regroup and get back to work.
Number 27, Mickey Seymour.
Not a whole lot else you can say besides that, as the Cats struggled tonight to get things going. You know, a microcosm of the game was that first drive. They got a 50-yard run by Reynolds and then were shut down. Carter Johnston again runs sideways. You got to just pull that and go right up the middle as far as you can. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 38.
Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
First down and 10 coming up for the Cats from their own 38. Two wide receivers left, two wide receivers right, pistol formation. They're going to go three wide receivers now to the near side, right side. On first and 10. Pistol formation with Mitchell. Reynolds looking to throw. They throw him in the screen out in the flats. He cuts a couple of tackles and levels a defender on the far sideline. Jordan Hall caught the brunt of the frustration by Nate Reynolds there. The train was going down the tracks, and he stayed on the tracks. Did Jordan Hall. Be a first and 10. Pistol formation. Again, looking is Mitchell. He's going to get chased out of the pocket, and he's going to stay on his feet, out of bounds, inside the 40 to the 32-yard line with 1:06 to go.
14.
First and 10 from the Panther 32.
So your quarterback takes a lick like that. I didn't see. He's still in the ballgame. I would be pulling him out after that one. You would like him to be there next week. So we're going to have three wide receivers set. See if they go near side screen here to Reynolds this time. They're going to throw it deep. Wide open is Baker. Cuts across the middle, and he's going to get into the end zone for 6. Makes it 45-20. So a quick score by the Cats there. Makes it 45-20 with 56 seconds to go. Eli Baker with the touchdown catch. So 45-20 the score. Mitchell set to hold. The kick, it is blocked. 45-20 it stays with 56 seconds to go. We'll take a timeout.
You have choices when buying a vehicle. Show Me Auto Mall is your right choice. Getting you financed with even less than perfect credit because everyone needs a reliable vehicle at an affordable price. Need service? Take a loaner while you wait. With a broad selection, you will find a vehicle that is right for you. Show Me Auto Mall is here to make buying a vehicle hassle-free. Go see the crew at Show Me today on 291 across from Walmart.
Oak Grove. Well, we are back. 56 seconds to go. I said, well, I was talking to Gary. I never know when they're going to throw it back to me. Sometimes they've been off tonight. We've been off. We've been off a little bit. Been off our game. It has. It's been a little bit wonky tonight. 56 seconds to go in this one. I'm tangled in a cord. So we are close to the end of this one. You onside kick here, Gary? I mean,
I would say they probably will.
Onside kick, get a recovery, get a one-play touchdown. Onside kick, get a one-play touchdown, and you're right back in this. Oh, but there are just 56 seconds to go. 45-20, Cats down 25 to Oak Grove. It's been all Oak Grove tonight. It's been the Noah Spencer Show more than not with 280-ish yards. And that one is going to roll almost to where the Cats can recover it, but they do not. It'll be first and 10. And Oak Grove could run the clock out with a couple of kneel downs, but the Cats do have 3 timeouts left. Cats have not called a timeout tonight, Gary. They had 3. Oh, and hey, when the Wildcats score, you score free pizza. Eva Love, you've won free pizza from Papa Murphy's. We love that promotion with Papa Murphy's and the free pizza. Continue that through the end of the year. 53 seconds to go. Here comes Hall and Company. They are in victory formation.
Jordan Hall takes a knee.
And the Cats are not going to use a timeout. See, and I could not do that. If I had my 3 timeouts, I would be using them just because I'd want to. There's the second one.
Again, Jordan Hall takes the knee. That'll bring our
Looks like that'll bring the contest to a close. Cats walk to their sideline. Oak Grove going to walk to theirs. They're going to line up and shake hands. Final score tonight, 45-20. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back to wrap it up from Oak Grove right after this.
Hey there, Wildcat and pizza fans. Are you ready for a touchdown of flavor? Enter Papa Murphy's score-free pizza contest. Picture it, Wildcats on the big screen, friends gathered around, and the excitement of a touchdown. But that's not all. At Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville, we're turning touchdowns into free pizza. Every time the Wildcats score a touchdown, you score big too. Head to Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville to enter, and with every touchdown, someone gets free pizza. Don't miss out. Sign up for the Papa Murphy's touchdown contest and celebrate touchdowns like never before. Papa Murphy's of Harrisonville, where touchdowns taste better.
It always seems to happen. We buy new tires and a week later we run over an nail. Not a problem when you have purchased your tires at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. You get the free flat repair for the life of your tires. On a budget, Young's has the best selection of new and used tires to save a little extra money. When the time comes for new tires, stop at the shop 4T's Trust to keep them rolling down the highway. Young's Tire and Wheel Center on South Commercial in Harrisonville.
Everyone needs an advocate in the insurance world. Let Lacey Domnick of Shelter Insurance be an advocate for you. With free policy review and quotes, she aims to help you weigh your options. With auto, home, life, and business insurance, Lacey wants you to have a positive and friendly experience. A former Wildcat herself, it is important for Lacey to support the community and Wildcats. Call today to set up an appointment at 816-380-2700 with Lacey.
One of the scariest tasks is taking your car to a mechanic. The best mechanics are in Harrisonville at Colby's Car Clinic. Colby's has expanded his shop and has ASE certified mechanics, the latest equipment to keep your vehicle running smooth all year long. Colby's Car Clinic takes the fear out of getting your car fixed. So call Colby today at 816-380-3000 to schedule an appointment or head to the Big Blue Building behind O'Reilly's.
Ready to upgrade your patio for those football watch parties? Call Ethan Young with 2-3 Construction Services to get started today. He can create a fun patio area complete with a fire pit in case it gets a bit chilly for one of those Wildcat or Chiefs fall nights. If a new driveway or floor for the shop is part of your upgrade, he will help you there as well. Call Ethan today at 816-533-2119 and put 2-3 Construction Services to work for you.
All right, welcome back. Rough night at the office for the Wildcats. They fall to the Oak Grove Panthers by a final count of 45-20 on the Panthers' homecoming night. One more game in the regular season for the Cats next week at home against Odessa. Jerry Forschler, Gary Davidson will have the call on that one. I will not be there next week. It's like, I get to 200 games and I'm like, I got to take a day off.
Yeah, it's really rough, isn't it?
No. Next week, Chase's senior night at William Christmas. I'm going to go up for that contest, and then we will reconvene. First week of districts. Will be interesting to see what the district standings look like after tonight with one more game to go. But the story tonight, the Cats could not overcome some early troubles, and they fall big, 45-20 to Oak Grove, and I'll give away to Gary for the totals.
Yeah, and what they couldn't overcome was 283 yards on 19 carries from Noah Spencer, and also the quarterback Hall, which played an excellent game last year against us. Again, this year he had 17 carries for 95 yards, and the workhorse for them, Pittman, he had 12 carries for 69 yards. Also, Hall had a total of 49 yards of passing. Pittman had 23 of those on 2 catches, and Spencer had 1 of those on 26 yards on 1 catch. The Oak Grove ended up with almost 500 yards total offense, 448 rushing and 49 on receiving. They held the ball 29 minutes, had 57 plays, compared to the 19 minutes, 35 plays for the Cats of 331 yards of total offense. 168 of that was rushing, 163 of that was receiving. Leading the way rushing was Reynolds. He just got to 100 yards, 11 carries. Mitchell had 8 carries for 36 yards. Lawful had 3 carries for 34 yards. Leading the way receiving was Baker. He had 2 catches for 96 yards. One of them was that 64-yard touchdown reception. Sims had 35 yards, 1 reception. Reynolds had 1 reception for 17, and Phillips had 3 receptions for 15. However, we ended up with the game with 7 penalties for 75 yards, several fumbles. You had that one fumble that was off that we lost off the punt, muff punt, or off the back of the Wildcat player. We just couldn't overcome. I mean, you run down the series for Oak Grove. It was punt, touchdown, 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 punt in the first half, and then it was touchdown, touchdown, a fumble, touchdown, and field goal. You can't overcome that when yours doesn't look quite as impressive as that. Knew that it was going to be a solid game by both teams. I just think we started out and we had some penalties that cost us some time, possible touchdowns, and we also had couldn't stop their running game. I mean, when you have 450 yards rushing. Usually when the Cats have that, they win. If another team has that, they win, and that's exactly what happened tonight.
And it's kind of been the par for the course for the season for the Wildcats. We talked about it coming in, Gary. Who are the Wildcats? I don't think we still know. Been a very Jekyll and Hyde season for the Cats. Played one of their best games of the year in that first game, and they got beat 15-12. Could have probably won that game. Then the next week they get drubbed by Maryville. Well, I don't know. Are they closer to that? And then they get knocked off by Pleasant Hill, a game they probably should have won. Had a chance to go up big early and didn't. And then they run off 3 or 4 victories in a row. The last 3, though, of which teams that were undermanned. So I don't know where they're at. I mean,
well, we said at the beginning of this game that we would find out where they were at. I don't think they're really to what we saw tonight. I just think some mistakes cost them, and I know they've got leadership on the team. I've talked to Coach about that a lot. I know they've got leadership, but sometimes you've got to have that extra type of leadership to be able to overcome some of the adversities which we saw tonight. I mean, and when you get yourself down, but again, it comes to stopping somebody, and we were not able to stop their running game. And you've got to have that. If you can't have that, you're not going to win the ball game.
And, now you got to play spoiler next week. Odessa only 1 loss in conference, and Harrisonville, they had a chance, to be a conference champion. Now they can play spoiler next week and knock Odessa off because Pleasant Hill, I believe, is done with their conference regular season. So they go with 1 loss, and now Odessa is going to try to match them with 1 loss to get a share of the title, whereas the Cats can play spoiler next week, and that's all they can do and get ready for the districts.
That's what they've got to do. They've got to now prepare. Forget about anything else. They've got to prepare themselves for districts, and that means they've got to play a good game to prepare themselves for the following week. Don't look ahead. That's not what I'm saying, but they've got to start preparing for that district game.
Absolutely. So, again, your final score tonight, 45-20. The Cats fall. Again, Gary talked about it. We talked about it a little bit. I want to thank everybody in the Harrisonville community for the last 17 years of football. It's been a blast. I know I got at least 1 more game, so I'll finish with at least 201 games called of Harrisonville sports. But it's been a fun ride. I know we'll get to at least do it 1 more time, maybe hopefully a couple, 2, 3, 4, 5 times if the Cats can make a deep playoff run. We'll see, but it has been a blast, and we will do it 1 more time in a couple of weeks with Gary, but Gary and Jerry will have the call next Friday night while I will be gone. So, for Jerry, for James, for Chris, for Tucker, and for Gary Davidson, I'm Chad Grimmer saying good night from Oak Grove. We'll see you next Friday night in Harrisonville.